Boop. Hello?
Hello.
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 Oh my goodness. It's time for some Dungeons and Dragons. It has
Oh.
been a hot minute.
Oh, thank you,
Let
Phil,
the,
for the
let the hijinks and the preemptive defense begin. Also
Listen.
bench.
Premeditated self-defense. There's no one around that's like that anymore. You can't hold that against me anymore. I'm kidding.
Hi everybody. What a very generous fool we have in our channel. I hope you're all well. We are a little bit rusty because it's been a hot minute since we played. So bear with us for a while whilst we get back into our characters. We will do our usual prompts. The prompts that we have given our players today are blah 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 blah. One of these is from Grace, and that is: your character is in front of a banquet table laden with foods and drink of every possible kind. Which item would they go for first? And it's a fun prompt. Once again, that's from Grace, so thank you, Grace. And this one is a generic one, but I think it's a really cool one. I think we'll find out some interesting information about our characters today. What does your character's name represent to them? Or why, as a player, did you choose your character's name? Or what is the story behind your name? If you want the origins of your name and any story that comes up in this question to remain, mysterious to your characters, then please let that be known. What are you trying to suggest? Let that be known when you answer the question, just so that we know to separate between what our characters know and what we as players know, or viewers. So those are the prompts we'll be using today. I'll do a very brief recap of what happened last session. Shake out the cobwebs. Last session, on our current quest, which is a simple dungeon delve, a little bit of tomb raiding, as we are poking around in a very trapped up tomb of someone named Ansia the Paranoid. We are here because Ansia the Paranoid is a person of note in a story that has been kind of left to mystery, and members of the Liber Amans monastery that Randall belongs to want to kind of get some of the information out there so that we can clarify the story. So we want to know, is Ansi the Paranoid related to the Obarskir royal family that is currently in power in Cormier? And what's the hippie haps? What's going on? Just general vague information, whatever they can find. Any kind of historical documentation or artifacts would be fantastic for our friend Albert Humpledink, the GIF monk. So he's plodding around with our party at the moment, and we ended last session with them in a fight with the ghost of Ansia the Paranoid. Ansia, it turns out, after we dug through their diary, or the diary of their wife, was part of the royal family, escaped when their paranoid nature actually revealed that one member of the family was killing many others in order to be strategic about the position, strategically place members of their family within the royal family tree. It's very complicated and canonical, unfortunately, which makes it more complicated. And escaped along with some of their money. Fell in love with a peasant in the wilderness, but somehow ended up with this big old tomb full of money. Regardless, our players came in here, started poking around, found a bunch of traps, and now are trying to leave with some of the loot. And after answering a couple of questions about Ansia, enough that Albert is now happy. On our way out, we've noticed that we've sprung a trap that is spawning clones, mechanical clones that seem to be endless out of sarcophagi that were dotted around this tomb. They are relentless. They are coming at you with hate in their eyes, mechanical hate. Fortunately, our players know the layout of this tomb quite well, and they also know the traps quite well. Randall was very clever and pressed one button that dropped a boulder out of the ceiling and crushed an entire hallway corridor full of these mechanical clones, crushing many of them. However, that knowledge kind of failed him somewhat when he ran ahead on his own directly over a pit trap that he'd previously triggered and had been reset. And one of the clones pressed the button. At the end of our session, we had a cliffhanger, almost literally, in which Randall had to use their inspiration point to save themselves from plunging into the infinite abyss as the floor fell from underneath him. So that's where our session will end. It was not a session, that's where it ended. We're done for another month. But we're starting today's session with Randall precariously using both hands and legs to hold themselves over this massive gaping pit. We've got the rest of our party running up behind and just vaguely hoping to get out of here before they are brutalized by these mechanical clones.
Unseen.
Okay. None of this is canon in the Randall verse, for the record. What you mean? You falling down you almost falling down the pit. There's got to be some drama. There's got to be some action. You know. Okay. So our prompts. Get you guys to talk for a little bit instead of me. Where should we start? Anyone want to volunteer?
Go on then.
Yay! Randall volunteers. We'll start with
the.
Well, that's get it over and done with then, I guess.
Yep.
Randall is in front of a banquet table laden with food, drink, every possible kind. Which item do they go for?
So I think Randall probably a bit of a sweet tooth, and most of the time in the monastery, it's kind of like boring food because you don't need complicated food. You've got complicated stories.
Damn.
And so probably
that's sad. You don't need complicated food. You've got complicated stories. All right.
Yeah, you got to concentrate. You got to dedicated.
Very dedicated.
Yeah, like plain pasta.
Like plain pasta.
Yep.
Yeah.
No melted cheese either. So I think maybe also some stuff that maybe reminds you of home. So just maybe like a sweet pie, like an apple pie, or like a gooseberry pie or something like that.
A gooseberry pie.
A gooseberry pie.
A gooseberry pie. Have you ever tried a gooseberry pie? Is that nice?
Yeah. As long as you like sharp things.
Oh.
Like knives?
Like knives. It's basically razor blades in
Okay, what does your character's name represent to them? Or why as a player did you choose that name? Or what's the story behind the name?
Well, the Randall bit is because you can say Randall. And that's the height of storytelling for my character's name. I think maybe when so the rest of Randall's name is Dundragon. I don't think he thought a huge amount about it. It's just the Dundragon family. And then at the monastery when he joined, one of your initiating assignments is you have to write your family history. And so that's when he then went and learned more about his past, and maybe it means a little bit more to him now. But obviously, you missed the whole section about Kinshire.
Did he miss it, or has it just been eradicated from his memory?
Oh.
God.
Whoa.
That was planned. Just to...
Oh
my God. Lore bomb.
Wow. Okay. Cool. That was a good answer. I think. First off, just a big thumbs up for Doc's managing to come up with something interesting when he named his character Randall because it sounded funny. Good job, man. That was good. All right, going down the list from Doxy on Zoom here, we're going down to Oro. Oro, your character is in front of a banquet table. What'd you pick?
I was gonna go with colourful stuff too. I think Oro would see a bunch of rainbow straws and stuff like that with sugar all on them and be like, those please, all of those. I don't care, all of them.
Love it. That makes sense. So the most colourful stuff. Colourful sweet stuff or colourful stuff just in general?
Yeah, sweet stuff. Cotton candy, also, yes, absolutely. Big wad of cotton
I can
candy.
absolutely see that. 100%.
Rock.
It's colourful.
Okay. What does Oro's name represent to them? Or why, as a player, did you choose that name? Or what's the story behind it?
Oro's backstory is basically stolen from an episode of Red Dwarf where one of the main characters was like went back in time and found that they'd been abandoned under a pool table with the word Ouroboros written on it. And I've just stolen Ouroboros and made it into Oro because Oro sounds nice and goes with the name. That's fair.
And that's kind of seeped a little bit into the backstory of Oro as it is, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
so Oro doesn't know who her parents were, but we changed it so Oro's been found in a tavern, and it wasn't under a pool table. I can't remember what it was now, but it's slightly adjusted. But basically, Lister's backstory is what Oro's backstory
is. Yeah, so we've got Oro is short for Ouroboros, or kind of a little, not necessarily an acronym, but a little shortening of abbreviation of Ouroboros, kind of. Do you think that means that Oro's full name is Ouroboros, or is that just Oro is their full name? It's just a nice, cool, kind of little.
I think I can't remember what. I feel like I did think of this back when we first made our characters, and I think I had it so Hilda saw Ouroboros and was just like Oro, and never told Oro that Ouroboros was the full name.
Yeah. Let's go with that then.
And just kind of left it like that.
So we've already had a little bit of a kind of insight into what happened there way back when we were fucking around with the circus. And we found out that Hilda had been pulling from the deck of many things with her lover, and that the card that she pulled was the one that made her go to see you. So maybe it was I think it was the Vizier card or something that she saw that she plucked. Perhaps because in her manner of divination, she sees all sorts of shapes and moving symbols. So perhaps it was that she saw the Ouroboros in that, and she decided to name you from that. Very good. See, all sorts of crazy stuff coming out of this question. Okay, we'll move on. Also, hi everybody in chat. Sorry if we're distracted. It's prompts time. That's a lot of talking. How's it going? Got a little cheeky Nathan there as well. Nerdy Rockstar. Hi, how's it going? Okay, back to the top. Nerily, your character is in front of a banquet table. What you go for?
I feel like the answer has to be Sprouts at this point, right? Like
it's all brand.
That's the first one. Just like a big, huge helping of Sprouts, and then maybe that moment where you feel like, ooh, did I take too many? Like, is there gonna still be enough for everyone else? And when you see everybody else, like you start to take some other little things, and then when everybody else is like not really taking a huge amount of it, you get like another big spoonful, and you're like, I feel like that would be her for sure. At this point, I have to.
But it's just a massive mound of Sprouts.
Yeah, just a plate of them.
I'm not taking too many.
I love it. Okay, do you want to give us a bit of a backstory about Nerily? What does the character represent to them? Or why did you choose the word Nerily?
So I think we know enough to know that there's a little bit of she's had a bit of an interaction with oh my god, I forgot her name. Alyssa? Is that the Priscilla to know that Nerily isn't the name that she originally had. So as she was running away, one of the things that the person who helped her told her was that she would have to run far and fast, and she decided to derive Nerily from the words Norolim, which is run fast in Elvish.
Ooh, that's cool. Wow, what a good insight. If you ever DM for Katie, you'll find yourself in possession of a huge document with next level insight into every decision that she's made, into the backstory, and a huge list of NPC names and their involvement in everything. It's incredible. Very dedicated. no way that my brain can fit all of that in. So I remember you meeting Priscilla again and me being like, oh, you saying that, oh, she wouldn't know that my name was Nurali. And I was like, fuck, forgot that.
It would make sense for her to have sussed that out, though, since that's what she'd been going by.
Yeah, that fortunately, like many accidental, a lot of my like really good storytelling in D&D is happy accidents that's just happened, and I've just managed to link them together with luck.
And realistically, what I should have done there was actually had Nurali say, "How do you know this name?" And her being like, "Duh, you've been going by this name. Of course I know it." Like,
it's okay. I have a player like that. I also have a player that literally said, I don't want to know anything about my character. I just want to be able to use guns like Jason Bourne.
Oh, no.
My brother had to say, okay, but can you shorten this? I'm not reading 5 pages.
In my defense, it's not always a full list of NPCs, but I had to make a whole enclave for this one. So I was like, instead of making you have to come up with all of this, I'll do it.
It's all very good stuff. It's I mean, either side of the spectrum here is the people who don't give you a lot about their backstory and people who give you tons about their backstory. It's fine either way, because you can, as a DM, riff off all the stuff that someone's given you or make up stuff, and it's their own fault. Looks at Randall. The less you give me, the more I have to make up, and the more terrible it will be. Okay, moving on.
Awesome it'll be.
Haiku. Your character's got a big old banquet table. What are they going for?
It's meat and carbs. It's a hard life carrying everything you own on your shell. So you've got to really bulk up when it comes to eating.
I really love the idea of Haiku actually super duper loving melted cheese. Like they go straight for the fondue instead. Like
it's all is just melted cheese.
It's just fondue.
No, I'm not doing that, Tom.
If you're not aware, Jack does not like melted cheese. That's all we're going to say about that. I thought that was clear enough. Jenny stream community lore that everyone would understand that. Okay, Haiku's name. What does it represent to them? What did you pick the name, or what's the story behind it?
My interpretation of turtles they were generally quite laid back. So Haiku's name to them is just a name, doesn't mean anything. You know, they could be called absolutely anything else and it wouldn't bother them. You know, it wouldn't make a difference. As to me picking the name, originally I had the idea it would be quite nice after every encounter or important event to write like a haiku about what had happened, and then realised that was quite a lot of effort to do. So that was the original intention, but not anymore. It's just a name. It could be anything now.
Just a name. Oh, okay. Does that mean we're not going to ever get any more haikus?
Well, I won't say no, but I ain't promising anything.
Oh, I love the haiku.
They're surprisingly difficult.
They are difficult. They're fun though. Okay, thank you very much, players, for answering those questions. One of those questions, the one about the banquet table, was from Grace in chat. Thank you very much, Grace. If you fancy helping us with prompts that we answer at the beginning of our games, feel free to help us by filling in that form. It's tough. It's a challenge. In fact, if you're going to sit here and you got nothing better to do, maybe you want to put some of that brain work towards thinking up prompts, because it's difficult. You can come up with all sorts of questions, but they have to be something that all 4 of our players can answer, might give us a cool insight, and isn't boring. You know, it's difficult. Very difficult.
It's not too big and complicated, because we have about 30 seconds to think about what we're going to say for them.
True.
It's a bit longer than that, maybe 5 minutes.
Okay. Anyway, I'm not sorry for the person I become when I make prompts. The person you become when you make prompts is 90% talking about food.
It was funny reading all of those prompts as they slowly got more and more hungry. You could tell every time you wrote a prompt, it was like, okay, food. Food? Yes, I'm getting that now. Hey, Covington.
One of the answers that you gave literally says, "Oh my god, I should eat." They're very good. They're very good. Yes, thank you to everyone who's been giving us prompts. We've used a bunch of them, and we will continue to use them as we can as we go along. Some of them are kind of, it's difficult because obviously you can't see my list of prompts, but some of the questions that people have given us overlap with questions that we've already got in the spreadsheet or we've already asked. So that's another one of the difficulties. Anyway, we'll close that for now, and we'll get back to our game. We begin our game with Randall hovering over a pit. I'm pretty sure we were going through the turn order as
I don't think
as if we were in
knows.
combat.
Right.
So we will start our game at Nurily. Nurily, as far as you're aware, the last 30 seconds or so has been pretty hectic. You pressed a button after you spent a little while perusing some fancy new items, and then there was a grinding noise as all of the doors in the tomb seemed to open. It shuddered the floor and it echoed kind of this terrifying, nefarious purpose. As you can also hear the pitter patter of feet, and then you move into the room directly to your northwest, and just a bunch of clones, mechanical, kind of almost slightly limp, robotic, animated Anseers throw themselves at you and the rest of the party. You guys have moved through these corridors and you're trying to make your way towards the exit. And as you do so, you just find more and more clones. You've fired off a couple spells, knocked a couple of them down, but Randall triggered the boulder trap and has made a leg for it. I said peg it last time, and I regret it. He's legged it. He's run. He's gone. In front of you, you've got Nugget and Oro. You've seen Haiku walk off in a corridor to kind of like your left as you're facing that direction, and you've got Albert with you.
Yeah.
Looking very afraid.
Don't suppose that Randall made some sort of like scared for his life noise or anything. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
What does that sound like?
A little bit.
Ah!
Classic.
Yeah. What?
We know that noise.
I love that.
Caw.
Oh god.
I love it. Okay. So hearing that and seeing, like, I guess from her perspective, she can't even see any more clones anyway. So 1, 2, we can pass through a space. 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think I could even see him from there necessarily. Nope. And I don't think I necessarily have. Yeah. I don't think I have anything that can well, okay. 1 second. Like, she knows something is wrong, but she doesn't know what it is. So that's my movement. I think I'm gonna do the like reach out for help sort of thing and Misty Step over to here. I was measuring.
So
Assuming I can stand there.
As you come through there, do you see that there's a gaping hole in the floor?
I think that it's the sort of thing where she like appears like teetering on the edge.
Yeah.
And is like, oh, yeah. And that's the point at which so that's movement and bonus action, the wings come out.
Right, the wings are out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to describe that to us again?
So her eyes kind of like glaze over with this like silvery light, and you can't see her pupils or her irises anymore. And these like pearlescent, like almost like moonlit traced wings just come like shooting out of her back. I think they would glow like a little bit, but not in like a necessarily super luminous way, more in just like a you're in the dark and this looks like they're literally made of like silvery pearlescent moonlight.
Are we saying feathered wings, or when you say moonlight, is it okay?
Yeah. It's like it's like if someone took moonlight and those like thin beams of light were the like outlines of the
Right.
feathers. So you can see the shapes of like feathered wings.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. So you running down the corridor, use your Misty Step to close a bit of extra distance, and as you land, fucking hell, you see there's a massive abyss. And you know from past experience, having looked down these holes, that it's just spikes and death down there.
Yep.
And you see in front of you as you arrive, Randall.
Yeah.
Help! Danger!
And is it a like a kind of like a? Do you want to say in context? Is it you just panicking and just your wings shoot out, or is it a very concerted effort? Is it purposeful?
I think she kind of like appears and is like teetering on the edge, and there is like a sense of fear, but it's when she looks up and she sees Randall like over the gaping hole that it happens, because of her like her desire to help, to want to save him if she can.
Okay, so would you say that's an unconscious thing that's just linked to your desire to help him, or is it a I know that I can do this, I'm going to make some wings pop?
I think it happens even when like the need to fly isn't necessarily present.
Sure.
It's purely motivated by that desire to like to help, to save, to
In the same way
protect.
that the first time it happened when you were at the circus with Oro.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, well, in which case you have your wings all out and about. In front of you is Randall. Randall, you're looking mostly down. But you hear
into the void.
Do you hear anything as Katie, as Nerily arrives? Does Nerily say anything?
I think the only thing she would have like made the sort of like same sort of like fear response noises of like teetering on the edge of this abyss and being like and then the wings come out, but there's no active thought to say words in that moment.
Okay. In which case we'll move on to Oro and Nuggetto.
Well, I guess hearing the cries from Randall are enough to make us go running down there. What?
Now in harmonizing with Nerily.
Oh, yeah, but seems bad over there. Yes. Go. Okay. Nugget can't fly in here, can he?
It's a bit low to carry anybody. Nugget can fly on their own.
Okay. Half of me wants to tell Nugget to climb on the wall and like just hold Randall if he can't carry him, to at least like just like hold him in his mouth. I'd be like and that'll be it. Is that okay?
Sure.
Let me do.
Do that.
Okay.
Is that in the way now? That big old chunky death block. Yeah, leave that to the map layer. Oh. There you go. Okay, so Nugget, you kind of just say to Nugget, get on the wall, grab Randall. Nugget climbs. I'm going to say that Nugget has already done a couple of flaps to get down the corridor, because Nugget's walking speed is like 20 feet or something, isn't it? It's much slower. So a couple flaps down the corridor and then claws along the wall to get in position for Randall to be a little bit safer. If not just to use Nugget as something to hold, then get grabbed by Nugget. What's Oro doing? Just moving up to this brink?
Yeah, Oro's probably a bit like, like Nerly's got her wings out. It's like, okay. She probably wouldn't do anything.
Okay.
Oh,
how about our haiku?
Cool.
Well, I last had written down that Haiku wanted to capture one of these mechanical men.
You did write that down. You did say that out loud.
I did, yeah. It would depend on how the immovable rod works physics-wise, but I do have an idea.
I'm listening.
I mean, it's a quick situation, so I'd want to grab a mechanical man and then stick him to my shell with the immovable rod as a temporary thing. I don't know whether that will work, or when Haiku go off to run, they'll just be stationary because they can't move.
The immovable rod is immovable.
Yeah, it's immovable.
Okay.
Apart from with the planet. the way it moves with the planet and the universe and everything else that's moving. But you know, it's a magical universe. We'll let it off.
So I've actually had this conversation about how immovable rods would like stay. Like, would they stay in the same place, like fixed in the universe, or would they move with the planet? And I feel like the way that the magic has to work for an immovable rod is that it's like triangulated centered to like the core of like the planet, or what they estimate that to be, and like with the way that the planets move in space, and so that it would move with the planet through space, because otherwise they would literally eventually just like float off into space. They would never stay in a chest. Yeah.
Shoot off at thousands of miles an hour.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Let's not get into one of our usual shenanigan rants that
too late.
gets us diverted for several hours.
To be fair, our usual shenanigan rants are usually about like horse erotica. So I think that was like an okay tangent.
Yeah.
Or food.
Our two main interests.
Wait.
Anyway, so Haiku's thinking about trying to capture one of these, but there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. What about then just, grabbing them, just grabbing one, and then running with it.
A big old hook.
So you want to grapple one,
yeah, and
then you want to use your movement to drag it all the way out.
Yeah,
go for it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna move up.
So I think you have to make a melee attack, and then it's. Oh, I should know the rules better than this. Actions.
Strength, just like a strength attack, isn't it?
Grappling. When you want to grab a creature or wrestle with it, you can use the attack action to make a special melee attack. A grapple. Target of your grapple must be no more than one size larger than you. Using at least one free hand, you try to seize the target by making a grappler check. A strength athletics check contested by the target's strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check. Okay. Let's go.
So an athletics check, is it?
Yeah. Well, I didn't roll much better, but I rolled better than you.
You have a D6.
Yeah, would a D6 make a difference? You're not going to answer that, are you?
I'm not going to answer that now. Oh, yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, you've successfully grappled. You've I don't even know how to describe what you're doing here. You are launching yourself forward and just grabbing with both arms, or one arm, because grappling is there's not necessarily a difference between holding them still and just holding them in place with one hand.
I reckon it's with both arms. It's got to be secure.
Okay. When you move, you can drag or carry the grappled creature with you, but your speed is halved unless the creature is 2 or more size smaller than you.
So half speed then?
Yep.
Okay. In that case, I think I can only move like one space there now.
How much movement have you left?
Wait, I started there, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah, so I can just move there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your action, your movement. Anything else you want to
do? No.
This is the guy that you've dragged. Let's move that out of the way. That's the guy you've dragged.
Yeah.
Top of the turn order, we're going to have a bunch more robot actions. Robot actions. Robot actions. A bunch more robots.
You've just stolen one of them. You're gonna be fucking pissed.
There's so many of them. You could steal one by the front door, but you've stolen one almost as far away as you could be.
Oh, and good old.
I like the look of that
have
one.
A go as well.
That one's got a certain glint in his eyes.
Let's not forget about Albert.
Oh fuck Albert.
Yeah, he's there.
Don't let Albert see what's happening around the corner.
Albert has kind of, he got to the intersection where there's a left to go behind Haiku, or there's a right where he saw nearly scamper off to, but then suddenly somehow she's made an extreme amount of distance in a very short amount of time, and there's also a big set of glowing wings. I'm not sure what that's about. It's a little bit obscured by Oro and the passing of Nugget. So he's just like, what the fuck? Oh shit, I'm fucked. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Which is a reasonable response, I think. Let's have a bunch of attacks on Haiku. He's made a questionable decision.
Yeah.
What's your armor class? 17.
Remember this by now, shouldn't I? Yeah.
Okay. One of these hits. You take 5 points of damage.
5. Thank you.
Yeah, poor old Albert came out here looking to do a little bit of field research, getting thrown between a bunch of traps.
Wanted a nice day
in
out.
a dark tomb. It's rough. It's very rough. Okay, you got away very luckily with only one hit there on you. As one of these robotic mechanoid ansias just throw themselves at you and just start clawing and slamming their body parts against you with no kind of concern for their own well-being at all. They're hitting you with parts of their body that, you know, a normal human being would never even consider. And one of the robots that does manage to land a hit on you does so against your shell, kind of breaking off their wrist and just leaving a exposed kind of pipe, which they are now whacking you with. Top of the turn order, we now have Randall.
So Nugget has like one arm or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Randall's gonna try and like shuffle backwards very carefully. Very slowly. Just like
Please make a dexterity saving throw. You can have advantage because Nugget is helping you.
Yeah, Nugget.
You have a D6.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you for your D6s, everybody. Everyone in chat has been contributing. Much
Very much
appreciated.
needed.
As you are...
Also, this is difficult terrain.
It's dangerous terrain. It's a gaping pit.
Dangerous. Dangerous is another word for difficult.
I said to Jenny earlier, I literally said to Jenny earlier, I need to start throwing in some difficult terrain because Docs is going to start getting annoyed about the lack of use. You start shuffling backwards, and as you do so, you try and have one hand on the wall, and then Nugget appears, and you put one hand on Nugget. But unfortunately, there's a little bit of oils and the natural coating of Nugget's coat. Coating in the coat. Makes your hands slip just for a moment. And that momentary lapse is enough to make you slip and lose your grip. You start falling.
See ya.
See ya. This is it. You start falling, plummeting down into the abyss below. You cannot see the bottom. You can only see darkness. Although the last glimpse that you had of such a pit was of rusted, bloody spikes and bones. You don't know how far it is, but it's far. All you can see is this chunky Nugget boy clinging to the wall, looking down in shock and horror as you start to slip away from the rest of your party, the glowing wings of Neroli above you. Anything to say you want to do?
No.
I'm
gonna try and slow fall, try and like scrabble on a wall.
Yep, 100%. Easily done. You're falling fast, but since you are not, it's not a free fall. You've got wall that you were already kind of clambering onto. You've slipped, and you've got Nugget there with you. In addition to your slow fall kind of feat, your ability, your feature, you are not plummeting to your death just yet. You are scrambling as you slowly fall, arms and legs contorted in positions, trying to slowly stop yourself from slipping to your demise. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
No, I'm just gonna try and stop.
Just gonna try and stop. Okay. Neroli, you've arrived on the scene. Instantly your thought is, oh shit, better save Randall, and your wings appear as Nugget scurries past in an attempt to also help, Randall starts shimmying backwards and slips and falls. You can see that he's making efforts to slow the fall, but he's going.
How far down is he?
He's only maybe 20 feet.
Oh.
Okay, that's good. So I'm gonna do like a dive, like wings get folded to move fast kind of thing. Like I feel like that's instinctive. Like I don't know that that's a thing that would happen, but the wings are like wants to go fast, no drag kind of thing. And just like dive in and like I'm going to like grab around like his waist since he's like slowing himself and just like I don't think I can carry a person necessarily.
Sure.
I mean, I'm gonna try, but I feel like what's gonna end up happening is I'm just gonna like help slow by like trying to like fly back up. And I would still have like 10 feet of movement. I don't know exactly how that would work out if he's 20 feet down.
Well, as with most of the game that we play, who knows? We're just gonna do whatever seems right. Fuck rules. Rules are for losers.
It's like spotting someone for lifting, right? You don't have
rules
to
are more like guidelines.
That's true. Exactly. Well, yeah. So my thinking was, Randall's already slowing himself. You've got wings. What's your strength?
8.
Yeah, not great. So you're mostly kind of just holding him in place right now. You've grabbed him. You're supporting him. You're helping him a lot. He's definitely not falling anymore, but he's definitely not in a good position.
Yeah.
This is not great, but you've managed to essentially stop him from inevitably falling to his death.
Can I give him a guidance hug?
Sure, if you've got the action.
It's a cantrip. Yeah, I guess it's up to you. Would grabbing him be an action?
Nah.
Okay, then I'm gonna
guidance yes,
hug.
but no.
Okay. I wonder, it does have a somatic component. So that's up to you. You can tell me whether or not he's allowed to have guidance. Okay. You got a guidance. It's a D4.
You have to explain to me how it happens though.
I feel like since there's always kind of like naturey sort of like happenings going on around her, and like light and stuff, just her desire to not be moving downward is so great that there's almost like a rush of wind that blows upwards and kind of like billows like the hair and the clothes up a little bit, as she's like trying to pull upward and isn't able to, but the guidance kind of like is like this wind that blows back upwards.
Sure. Okay. You got a little bit of an updraft going on over here. Maybe that will help you somewhat. Anything else you want to do your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Oro. There's a lot of shit going on in front of you.
There's a lot of shit going on for one tiny Oro who can't do anything, but...Nugget probably can. Can Nugget... I want Nugget to, like, scurry down, and I want to maybe get Nugget below Randall, and then if Randall was to fall anymore, to just land on Nugget. You know what I mean?
Sure. That's endangering Nugget a little bit.
Well, how big is this...
This corridor is, I mean, depending on where you look, it's about at least 5 foot across.
See, my image in my head was the Nugget had enough space to claw onto one side and then claw onto the other.
Yeah, but I don't know how what's actually, you know what? Giant bat. What's Nugget's strength?
16 or 3.
Oh yeah. No problem. All right, so you want Nugget to poodle down the wall. They are about 30 feet down, assuming Randall was already about, between 5 and 10 feet, maybe 25 feet down, from where Nugget was. Is Nugget free falling, flying, and then doing this, or is he crawling all the way down?
I figured he couldn't fly, right? Or can he? If he can fly, then fly and stop would be the...
Okay, we'll have to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nugget does the same tuck that Neroli does instinctively. Plummets a little way past Randall and then puts themselves in a position to catch Randall if necessary. Fantastic. Oro themselves doing anything this turn?
I think Oro would have just screamed when Randall fell more, and maybe that'll just be a signal for Haiku.
To know that there's some dangerous shit going on around the corner,
Yeah.
and to maybe reevaluate their priorities. Okay, got it. Haiku, you hear a scream.
Yeah.
Sounds like maybe there's some shit going on in the corner, and Oro's in distress.
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shift in the wind and in the air as well.
It appears I'm in my own shit now. Entirely my own fault,
feel
obviously, but
in the wind.
Right.
You've currently got one of these mechanoids kind of very angrily trying to escape you.
Yeah.
They rolled very poorly on their escape roll last time. I didn't even bother putting it past you.
I can only move at half speed, can't I? Do I have to make any checks against the one I've got hold of?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I'll cast Flamethrower down the corridor, I think.
Okay, so your bonus for your...
That's a bonus action.
Yeah. Okay.
That's got a range of 15 feet?
Do you want to draw the cone for us?
I don't know how you draw a cone.
That's fine. So you've essentially melted all of these guys.
Yeah.
Because they will take damage regardless of whether they save or not.
Yeah.
Dead. Doesn't reach those guys down there. 5, 10, 15. They probably would.
It reached the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Melted. You've got one hand, you've got one of these mechanoids, and the other hand, you've just kind of as you've coated the hallway in flames.
Yeah.
And these mechanoids have fallen to parts. They've just kind of they've fallen down onto the ground in charred remains. You can hear some clicking and whirring as their mechanical life comes to an end. What are you doing with the rest of your turn?
Can I still hit this one below me?
Yeah.
I'll just use the total claws on it.
Make a special. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. You hit. So you've got in one hand. You've got a mechanoid in one arm. You've coated the hallway in flames with the other, and then you've got your claws out and just gone, yeah, stab this other dude.
All quite desperate.
you've put your fist through its chest and just pulled out its clockwork heart as it falls down on the ground. In front of you is still the one mechanoid you've got remaining, and the one behind you that's just appeared as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna shuffle 15 feet towards the exit. And I'll shout down the corridor. I'm coming, guys. I'm coming.
Okay, next turn we've got. Oh God, I've got to move all these guys before I do that.
There's so many of them.
They're just lining up to get melted at this point.
Yeah.
But that's cool. That's okay. That gives Haiku an opportunity to do something excellent. Another one comes out of here and blocks your way. So you're getting attacked here by 3.
Yeah.
Okay, one of those is a crit. Can we get the crit table out, please, Katie? Thanks.
Yes.
That is a AC of 17, so only one of those hits, and it is the crit. The only one that hits. That shell is chunky.
Roll a 1d100, please.
1d100. Is it drop whatever you're carrying? I rolled a what?
A 0.
Oh, she rolled me.
Oh, you rolled a 1d00.
Oh my god.
It doesn't count.
Can you imagine?
Oh, 6.
Oh my god.
Jack got a 3 when he rolled.
Yeah, I
it.
rolled a 3.
Ludicrous maneuver. All allies with passive perception of 12 get a +2 on the next roll.
Not these guys then. Okay, well, you still take 10 points of damage.
Okay. I'm going to roll my D55 for an item dropping off.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, exactly. There are so many enemies. But fortunately, many of them are getting murdered. And that does reduce the number that I have to deal with. That guy
10 damage, sorry.
Yep. What fell off?
A box of old journals.
Oh no, that sounds really
Empty
cool.
journals?
Most of the ink has faded over the years. I've got written down.
Oh.
That's it.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Sandy.
Okay, so you've jet of fire, you've clawed a mechanoid, and you've scuttled away a little bit. Anything else for your turn?
It's their turn anyway, is it not? It's not my turn.
That's a very good point. Yeah, they've all moved.
Are they done?
This guy has not moved. These guys can't go anywhere, so they're just stood here and they're just looking at you. You notice that the other side of the pit is mysteriously lacking when it comes to clones.
Suspicious.
It's almost as if someone went through and got rid of all of the trapped sarcophagus on those side of that side of the hallway, and that all of the doors on that side are unlocked. And you chose this direction. But here we are, halfway down a pit.
These would all be disarmed if we hadn't split the disarming party from the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Okay, Randall, you're currently being propped up by two different people. You're being tugged on by Nurali. Bad choice of words. Nurali is lifting you a little bit.
Thank you.
Doesn't have a huge amount of. Didn't have a lot of movement left in her turn. And Randall is kind of cushioning the fall just in case. Nugget is cushioning the fall. What are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna move. Moving seems like a bad idea given that last time I moved.
So you're gonna wait patiently for Nuri to save you.
I could be like, I help. I can't move.
Okay. Can
I ready an action to like, if, wait, I don't like to like cling on to someone or a sunbat if they're
somebody
like,
or somebody.
Sure. Okay, is that your turn? Do you want to say anything? Communicate in any way?
I don't think Randall is has the mental capacity to communicate anything at the moment.
Okay, that's fine. Nurali, you are now holding Randall underneath the arms, as there's been a little chat in chat. Very light, does not carry a lot on his person at all. You're not super strong, but you could carry him, especially since you're flying.
I can carry him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's the same as grapple though, so it'll be half movement.
Okay. So if I just stopped him last time, then I can manage to get 15 feet higher where we're just below the edge of the pit.
Sure.
And I guess Nugget's the only person who could get to the reset button, so I'm not going to give any directions on when to push the reset button because that feels like a bad idea. No, now we're trapped under. Press it again. So I'm yelling for him to hold on as I'm like pulling him back up and at an angle to try to get to the edge or as close to it as I can.
Do you want to use your dash action?
Oh, I can dash. Yes, absolutely. Let's get out of there. Oh my God. Why am I so silly? Thank you.
Which way are you going to go?
Back over here where everybody's at.
I guess you're going backwards, not forwards.
Yeah, no.
Okay. In which case, you manage to get back to the edge of the gap here. Randall is able to use the held action that he had to kind of steady himself on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
You're placed gently back down by Nearly, I assume, and you are relieved. None of that again.
So if that's 25 feet, that would take 50 of my movement. Okay, I'll just stay there for now.
Sure.
Next turn, I'm going to be heading for that reset button.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? No, I'm not. Not yet. Not until all those mechanical guys are gone. Okay, that's it. I'm good. I'm done.
Okay, Oro, Nugget. Fortunately, Randall's back with you.
God, Jesus. All right, get Nugget back up here to where I am. You know when we move, can I move diagonally like this and it be 35, or do I need to do it 5, 10, 50 like that?
You can do diagonally.
Okay. Thank God. I was like, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. So I'll go in front of the door here. And can I use my new crossbow now? Can I? I don't need to attune to it.
You took some time to get used to it, and you don't need to attune to it. So yeah, you can use that if you like.
Okay, I'm gonna try and use it then for the first time. To try and
who do you want to attack?
hit the one, this dude.
Sure, go ahead.
Don't know why I circled him, but I did. Too late. 9.
All right.
Can I assume that doesn't hit. So can I use my d6 on it?
Is it a combat d6?
No, it's just normal d6. I mean, I can't use it.
I mean, it will. You can use it as a combat d6 if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Right.
Okay, that's a hit. So for the first time, you bring out your brand new shiny weapon that is really not that shiny at all. It has been left in a decaying tomb for many, 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 many years. But you'd previously loaded it with a bolt. You bring it out, you line it up to one of these Ansia clones that is standing in the doorway here, and you let loose. The end of the hand crossbow that you have here has a dagger kind of gleaming on the side of it, as you like cool sideways as you let go. It is a unfamiliar experience for you to let loose this bolt, because usually you use arrows, and this is your kind of first time properly using a hand crossbow. So it's, you think maybe don't do it sideways in the future. You correct your aim and you successfully land a hit against one of Ansia Puppito boys, who is rendered annihilated by the bolt that pierces. You see it glint in the air. Did you use one of your +1 bolts for that? Because those are the only ones you've got at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, that I must have done, yeah.
Okay, so mark that down on your count sheet, please.
Will do.
Fantastic. Okay. Nugget is flying back up here. Anything else?
Just get Nugget to... Wait, how much movement did they use then?
They used about 30 feet.
Okay, then another 30 feet was to here. So just come back to me.
Okay. Haiku.
We'll go the old burn and bash. Again.
The old burn and bash.
The old burn and bash. 15 feet down there. Yeah. Flamethrower down there. And we'll bash the one to my left.
Oh, I moved the wrong thing there. I'm just moving this bloody hedge.
Light bush.
That's a hit. That's your left. The one you mean that's blocking the doorway?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it's a west.
Okay. Yep. Got him.
And then the slow shuffle.
Slam. Yep. Slow shuffle it is.
Yeah.
Okay. As you are moving out of the zone of influence there, you get an attack against you, which hits and does 5 points of damage. It's Tom using minion rules. Tom's using minion rules, baby. bringing back a little bit of 4E over here. Broad strokes minion rules. I like minion rules. I like because it gives you opportunities to do stuff like this, where our heroes can, cut through hordes of dudes. Feel like cool guys. You've taken your damage?
Yep.
Okay. Let's get
The
some more of
unspoken
these.
edition.
So that's guy's moved up here. This guy's moved over. Can't move through that doorway really, but they're also stupid, so they're just going to come up here regardless of the fire that's going to consume them. Where were you? 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15, 25. Then a bunch more of them are going to spawn because this is unending. This corridor has a lot of Ansias. There are even more of them spawning in other places. Oh God, please get out of here. Please get out of here. There are so many enemies for me to control now. I regret this.
Please leave.
Right, okay. Which means, so that was an attack of opportunity against you. Now they get their actual attacks against you. This is one against Oro. It's a fail. One against Haiku. I'm rolling very poorly today.
How can
I'm
they
rolling
hit me?
very poorly. The person you've grappled can still attack you. You've not stunned them. All you've done is tie them to you, basically.
Okay.
They can still attack you. The same goes for if you get grappled. You can still attack the person that's grappling you.
Gotcha.
You're just being moved. Someone's pulling you along. Okay, unfortunately, that's a huge amount of absolutely nothing on my side there. I think one of these guys. How far is this? I think they can see Nerily. They're going to throw something at Nerily.
No.
Disadvantage because it's a little bit far. Is it too far for a knife to be thrown?
2060 is knife throwing.
Yeah, then it is. Yeah, just. How sad. Okay, well, they failed regardless. So one of the daggers from one of these mechanoid robot Ansias flies past you and beds itself in the stone wall. Some dust and debris is knocked loose. But other than that, we also have Albert Humpledink, who walks up behind Nerily, kind of just still in awe, just like, oh, what do we do? How do we get out of here? Oh, we're fucked. We're fucked. We're going to die. We're fucked. Actually, he says, we're fucked. We're fucked. We're going to die. And then he suddenly is overcome with his confidence comes to him. He says, you know what? We're going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. Randall.
So I'm over here now, right?
Yep.
With Nerily. Maybe a bit further back from the edge, So I think Randall was probably just there, like, recovering. It's like, oh, okay. Big pit. Let's not do that again. How do we get over there? And it's probably because I assume that's out of the range for a dart. I don't actually have dart range written down because I'm a bad person.
Darts are 2060, so yeah. You could throw it, but it would be a disadvantage.
Is the one that pressed the button visible there?
Yes.
I'm going to throw it at disadvantage.
Okay.
With a great deal of anger. I can't really. It doesn't matter. I think I accidentally rolled one already. Yeah.
Yeah, roll a second. Good luck with your interview.
Oh, yeah. Oops. Sorry.
You missed.
Yeah.
There's a dart that goes fuck you! As this tart sails through and just kind of clink, 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 falls into the massive abyss. You hear a couple of seconds later as it clunks against the spikes below. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
No, but I feel much better now.
You feel much better now. Okay, very good. Nearly.
Okay. I know, like, Nearly knows where the reset button is. Over here somewhere. Katie has since forgotten where exactly that is. So Nearly knows. Can I get there within probably not 30 feet of movement?
No, it is far.
Yeah. Can I get there with 60 feet of movement?
Nope.
Okay.
You can probably get there within, let's have a look. It's a bit more like 120.
Okay. Do I want to reset?
Tom didn't wish me luck with my sleep. Hi, Tortu. It's nice to see you. Apart from when you sassed me.
Do we have any reason to know whether or not that original boulder is like getting reset? Like there's some sort of like it drops down, or do I think that this is like skee ball style?
That seems like an awful lot of thinking in a very tense situation.
Right. But if we would have already known that, then that would inform my decision.
You do not already know that, no.
Okay. Then I'm just going to do a dash and fly 60 feet towards where I know the reset button is. 15, 20, 25, 30. Oops. I clicked the bush. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Well, so it's around, so I can't just like move.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Okay.
I feel you.
And I will actually bonus action. Do I have enough? I have one more second level spell, and a bunch of sorcery points. So wait. Hold on. I need to read something about my twin spell.
Oh, nice, Grace.
It doesn't have a range of self. Okay, darn. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and Misty Step another 30 feet towards it, just so that I can for sure get to it and press the button next turn.
Is Misty Step in your spell list now then? Or is it? I thought it was a...
Oh, it's a once per day, isn't it?
It's a once per day thing.
It's a once per day. That's what it is. Just kidding. I can't do that then. That was my Misty Step.
Okay. Well, Nearly goes careening down this hallway. A gust of air blowing past both Albert and Randall, and these robot Ansias angrily shaking their fists as you fly past.
Oh no!
Get back here!
It says that I can cast these spells using spell slots I have of the appropriate level.
Oh, nice.
That's right. So I am going to do that. There.
Okay. And we move on to Oro's turn.
What happens with the ammunition bolt now on a crossbow? Do I need to like get it back, I assume?
So if you wanted that particular bolt back, you would have to get it back, yeah.
And what are these doors like? Are they just slabs that slide in, or are they like opening?
These are good old-fashioned open closey doors.
Which way are they opening in? Into the room?
Into the room, yeah.
Damn it.
Can't just close the door on it. Is that what you're thinking?
I wanted to wedge the door, is what I wanted to do. Okay, I'm just gonna dagger this boy in front of me.
Give a good old stabbo.
13.
Hit. That's the one down.
Okay, and then I'm gonna just say to Haiku, we need to fucking get out of here. Do you need help with that boy? That poor mechanical boy. No?
I mean, if Nugget could drag it.
Can Nugget drag it?
Nugget would have to make a its own their own grapple attack, etc.
Grapple is athletic. Wait, what was it?
Athletics.
Athletics. I mean, Nugget could try.
Nugget would do better than Haiku.
On paper.
Nugget on paper, yeah.
Oh.
But also in this corridor, not a great place for Nugget to be doing any lifting or carrying. Yeah. Unless it's above a pit. They could do fine above a pit.
Soz dude can't help you, gotta go. Too risky, gotta go.
IQ is baffled by this choice of words.
Alright, and then we'll just go over here too, because we can't go any further than this, basically.
Okay. Haiku. You can't fire down that corridor anymore because you'll burn the dude you're carrying.
Yeah, that's very true. I can't sprint when I'm grappling, I assume.
You could use an action to double your movement, but your double movement would be 30.
I mean, that's my normal movement.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Get me out a bit quicker.
Yeah. Okay, there's your boy. I'm going to mark him. That's your boy.
Boy.
Anything else you want to do?
Could my boy just be one lower? God, I hated saying that.
My boy.
There?
Just yeah. Could I like ready my flamethrower in case these all run out?
No, because you use your action.
Oh, reading's an action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Never mind.
That would have been good, but unfortunately, no.
Yeah. One bit there.
Okay. At the top of the turn order, we have all the robots. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's more like that, actually. There are so many.
Bring in the boys.
There are so
Come on down.
There are so
Here are
many.
the boys. Oh, they just keep going.
Bring your bush with you.
Boys are coming to town.
Oh, yeah, I can't forget my bush.
Leave it down there. Don't get to bring your bush into this corridor. This corridor is for non-bush people.
Remember when you were planning this and you thought this was going to be a good idea?
I thought that you would go down. I mean, to be fair, I did kind of fuck myself by messing one of the mechanoids press the void. I want to clarify button. That it's not sexual in any way.
Thank you for the bits for five.
Perfect timing.
Is that the bush people? Okay. Damn, I can't believe Haiku's gonna die.
Well,
at least
Haiku's having the time of their life, just being like. Did you say that these aren't clever enough to push the button? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Very good. Top of the turn order, we have one of these guys. No, two of these guys get to attack Haiku. Fuck me. This 17 arm class is saving your ass. Two of them miss. Artificer. Oh, yeah. There is kind of just angry flailing of robotic metal arms and legs that they're just thrown against your shell as you're pulling this guy along. It's just like bits are being clanged off the back. Fortunately, you've not lost anything off of your shell yet. But
I have.
Oh, anything else?
Box of journals.
Nearly.
Okay. You'll have to remind me where the reset button is.
It is in this room to your left of hell.
Okay. So start flying that way. 5, 10, 15, 20. Where is it at?
It's the top left one up here.
25, 30. Okay, I have to dash again. 35, 40, 45. Can a button press as a bonus action?
As a free action, yeah.
Dashed as a full action.
Free action.
Oh, free action. Okay, boof. So everything's reset.
Oof. It's the sound of the button canonically. Boof. As the boof goes, you hear a grinding noise as the floor is reset in the hallway.
I'm just gonna yell back, I pressed the reset so that they know like everything has been reset.
Oh, everything. Everything has been reset.
Yeah.
Everything.
But that
Everything
hopefully
has
means
been
that
reset.
all of the things have closed too. Hopefully.
We'll never leave.
You'd think. All right. Nereid's pressed the button. Anything else for your turn?
Well, that was only 45 feet of movement. So I'm going to
this button can't be used for another 24 hours.
15. Oh god, that would be horrible. I just want to move back the rest of the 15 feet of movement and then
Is it a microtransaction? That's a really good idea. If you subscribe to Jenny's fan house, then the button can be pressed again. Please use the fan house command in chat there for me. Oh yeah, we go. Brilliant. Okay. What are these things hitting Haiku? So one of the traps that was set in this dungeon was the one that opened all the doors to allow you to leave, but at the same time opened all of the sarcophagi that were filled with mechanoid clones of the person whose tomb this was. They really did not want people leaving this tomb with their shit, as you might expect. So far, our players are desperately trying to escape. Unfortunately, oh god, well, how do I fix this? Oh god, I don't know how to fix this now. I've made a horrible mistake by adding that black line to the map background, and I cannot fix it right now. So you can just assume that black hole is no longer there.
Okay.
Everything's fine. So that is now gone. The floor has kind of replaced itself. You hear echoing down the corridor, I pressed the button!
reset.
Everything's been reset. And there is a, calm. It seems a lot like Albert is, rolling with the punches now. Oro Nugget.
Oro Nugget, go down here.
Dynamic duo.
Now there's not a hole in the ground, right?
Wait,
correct.
No, didn't we just go straight from Robo Boys to?
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't have them on the turn order, so you switch to me, and then you were like, "Lol, no turn for you."
No turn for you. You have a turn. There you go. Sorry. I don't know. How do we miss? We just straight up missed your turn.
Yes.
How did we straight up go to
so long moving Robo Boys?
Wait, did I go before Randall?
Yeah, somehow.
Okay, for the record, I used my bonus action to regain a second level spell slot by expending my sorcery
is it
points.
me? Oh, wait, am I wrong? No.
It should have been you, I think. And
It's probably my fault.
turn.
It's fine. Just go.
I swear I heard my name, but who knows?
You might have.
Rewind the tape.
Fortunately, this was streamed live on twitch.com, so we can.
I might be. Maybe it's me who's wrong. Everyone else might be right.
I don't think you.
I don't feel like you got a turn.
You couldn't have done anything anyway.
Well, my last turn was I threw a dart, and that was the turn after I came out.
Did you want to do anything? Because the floor's still gone on your turn.
Yeah. I was gonna go help Haiku.
Okay. Oh, do that.
Because I assume Haiku. Wait,
yeah.
Haiku? Yeah. So I'm gonna go actually help Haiku.
Got a sea of clones to fight.
Yeah. But I can't get to any of them.
You can stand with the bushes.
Oh, can I stand with the bushes?
Yeah, bush doesn't exist. Just a figment of your imagination.
No, but I meant is that actually a spec? Right. Okay. Sure. Then I'm gonna whack.
Millions are worth 1 XP.
As a whole.
Whack. One.
That's a hit.
2 of those whacks, and then.
Oh, is that a cheeky little crit fail there? No. Is that some kind of horrible, terrible crit fail?
Yes.
Please roll 1d100.
Oh, of course. Oh, wait, no,
I
that's
can't
good
no,
on
that's
the fumble.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing
High is good.
unusual happens. On the crit success table, the higher you roll, the more devastating it is. And on the crit fumble table, the lower you roll, the more devastating it is.
Nothing unusual happens. Randall just misses, like usual.
Tom has been robbed.
Hey, I nearly fell out a massive pit. Slightly been robbed.
Okay.
Then does my other 17 hit? Or
Yep.
about 10? Okay, well then I punch another one then.
You're going to have to move forward unless you want to punch the one that's being dragged along by Haiku.
Oh, can I not hit this guy?
He's around a corner.
He's got extendo arms. What do you mean?
Okay, well I'll move forward, and this one that missed is going to be against this guy who's in front of me.
Okay. Oh, you're going for these cheeky little...
and then the other one... And then, so the crit fail is against this guy.
Yeah.
And then the one that missed is against this guy.
Uh-huh.
And then the one that hit is against this guy.
Sure. Okay. So that one's down.
Yeah, the other ones all live, but only 2 of them can opportunity attack me when I step up like this.
Sure. Okay.
Actually, only one can opportunity attack because I'm still the other threat range.
I'm rolling like shit, man. I'm rolling like shit. Are you gonna step back a little bit further?
Nope.
No?
You sure?
You hear Aura going, we need to go.
Like at the moment, like there's no way for me to get out.
True. At your point in time, the floor is not there. The floor is still missing.
Lava.
Okay, that's fine. Unless Haiku's gonna, I mean, I prefer to have it so that communication largely within 6 seconds doesn't have to be specifically on your turn. In fact, I would encourage our players to say as much as they like, quite freely, within the remit of you don't have a full 2 minutes to have a conversation. If you want to exchange a couple of sentences outside of your turn, that is perfectly fine. Is there anything, Haiku, you want to say to Randall as he's here punching stuff up?
Randall, could you move back a bit further, please?
He says charmingly and calmly in this
I'll help you
situation.
I can help you carry.
Okay, well, that still gets you an attack of opportunity. Thank you. That's a hit. Take 5 points of damage.
Randall will remember this.
The floor is missing. Much harder game to play and did not take off as well as Floor is Lava.
Shit,
now.
Tiefling. Sorry.
So we now have Neurali's turn will have just happened. The traps are reset. Oro's turn.
Okay, and the floor's there now, right?
Floor's there now.
Okay. Me and Nugget are gonna go over here. I'm gonna stabby stab this boy in front of me.
Stabby stab away.
That dagger. 22.
Hit.
And then Nugget's gonna have an attack on the other boy because he saw me attacking. White. 7, shit.
That's a miss.
White's the air in danger.
Nugget gets to throw his weapon.
My teeth.
Disarmed. Teeth fall out.
Nugget's had dentures all this time.
No, he changes them every 2 weeks. 59.
59. What we got?
59. Poor karma. The next saving throw in combat is at disadvantage.
Oh no! How terrible. Okay, but they still have an attack.
So convincing.
They still have an attack.
Yeah, and Aura still got her second attack. So I'll move here and attack this boy.
Yep.
Oh wait, it's supposed to be my other dagger.
That's fine.
Okay.
We'll take the same roll.
Alright, and Nugget will try his. Okay, there you go.
That's a hit.
3.
There's a lot of dead robots over here as you kind of sail on in down this corridor to where the other robots were, where the button is within reach. The floor button directly in front of you. You could press it. Come over to the dark side.
The button calls. Press me.
I'm gonna end my turn here, but I'm gonna tell Nugget to come here just on the off chance.
Sure.
You don't want to end your turn on the death zone.
No.
Okay. Haiku.
We'll flame down that corridor.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how many that got. Well, we'll get at least 3 of them.
Yeah. Dead.
I do realise an error in being so polite about asking Randall to move. That it appears I have no way of moving now.
So you can go through friendlies.
You
right?
can move through friendlies, but the enemy can't move through friendlies.
Yeah.
Just slide him through. It's fine.
What if I quickly persuaded him to my side? Just no.
What? If you persuaded
Persuade a
you charmed the robot.
Yeah.
Beep beep
No.
boop boop.
Oh,
Maybe
boop, boop, beep,
I don't know how I would do that. Quick
Get out your
tinkering,
can of oil.
a quick, knock on the head, and they quickly forget. I don't know.
No.
You're not buying it. That's fair enough.
Unless you have a spell that will do it. No.
Okay.
Convince a mindless robot clone to switch sides. Come on.
If I move onto the same tile, yeah, okay. We're just gonna. Oh, I have an action though if I don't move, won't I?
Yep.
So I won't move, but I'll ready my flamethrower for these rest of them inevitably walking down the corridor. That's okay.
Can you flamethrower twice in the same turn?
It doesn't specifically say I can't.
Does it say you can only use it as a bonus action?
It does, yeah.
Then you can only do it once.
Bonus. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're just gonna stand there and do nothing.
Okay.
Well, could I ready an action to just like hit the first one that came to me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do that.
Okay. All right, and at that point, we now have Albert, who's kind of just walking out here. Let's get going. Should we go? It's time to leave.
Be very calm.
Well, I'm in good hands.
Uh-huh.
Top of the turn, we have a bunch of robots, including robot over here,
robot over there,
robot over here. Would you like to make an attack of opportunity, Oro, as that robot goes into your threat zone and then steps away towards the button of death?
11?
You are 1 away.
I have a combat d6 that you could have.
I'll take it.
I mark it off my sheet now.
Oh.
That's it.
With
And a
infinite respawning
kill.
robots that keep pressing the button.
Need to put something on this button and stop pressing it.
Or block the doorway, maybe. Okay, and then these robots come down here. The first one triggers your flamethrower. No, your first one triggers your punch.
Yeah.
And you make an attack. I got rid of him. I preemptively got rid of him. You miss.
Oh shit.
We continue filling this corridor with more.
Oh my god.
There's so many.
They are still coming.
Luckily, they can only file down here in a single file.
Fortunately.
Just in a queue now.
They really are. They're just in a queue of trying to get through here. No, really, as you're kind of in the room that you're in, you can hear the slamming of arms and legs and body bits against the insides of these sarcophagi. And we have
Oh, good.
2 attacks here against Haiku. Both of them miss, or rather, they bounce off of Shell once again as you drag this mechanical boy down the corridor. Be appreciative that this one's not trying to escape the grapple. He's just using it as an opportunity. He's not smart enough to try and to escape. He just wants to punch you. At no point has he made any attempt to escape this grapple. He's just using
He's
it as
just
an opportunity
enjoying
to
it.
continue.
Ooh.
Where are we going?
What's this experience?
Interesting adventure.
Yeah.
And we're at the top of the turn order with Randall. That's why I skipped you, because I put the Robo Boys at the top where you are.
You replaced me with a Robo Boy is what you did.
I did, yeah. It's difficult for me to put them because if I put one on there and then that one dies, then I have to replace the person in the turn order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one that's really far off screen, yeah. And put it in 22.
Oh, very good, Katie.
There you go.
eBay game.
So, going slightly away from rules as written, if I...
You know I love it.
So Haiku has this Robo Boy grappled, right? At like probably the top half, I'm assuming. If Randall came in and grappled the bottom half, like the leg zone,
right?
Could we like stretcher carry this Robo Boy out and move at full speed? Because they can no longer resist movement because their feet aren't on the floor.
I mean, it's still going to be.
Yeah. No, but he's happy to be there. You said he was happy to be there. It's just tagging.
I said he's using that as an opportunity to attack.
Yeah.
Do you have inspiration?
No.
No, then.
To use my inspiration.
You could use your inspiration.
But that's my turn, wouldn't it?
How was that, Tom? Can we see that interaction again? He's doing this. You want to use your inspiration to carry this boy out with his arms and his legs? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, okay. In which case, Randall, feel free if you want to scoot on in there and grab the lower half.
Mm-hmm. Do I stand like on Haiku or do I stand next to Haiku to do
I would stand next to Haiku, yeah.
Okay.
So now you need to make a grapple attack. You're gonna have to contest their grapple. Please mark off your inspiration.
I have.
What grapple is
athletics.
Strength. Athletics.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe good.
Whoa.
Very good.
Ooh. I rolled a 20. Oh. I was happy with that roll. That's the first time I've rolled high. It feels like in forever. And you roll a crit 25. Yeah.
I mean, Randall's an athletic boy. What are you going to do?
Scoop him up.
Scoop him
God
up.
damn it.
First time in forever.
I'm having these stolen from me. Where's the sympathy D6s for the DM?
Got none
no
left.
sympathy.
No sympathy.
All right, you scoop this guy up by his legs.
Mm-hmm. And gonna be to Haiku, be like, right, let's go, quick.
I'm imagining like a Chuckle Brothers to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, so you're now carrying, but you're gonna have to wait. You have to hold your movement until Haiku's turn. You need to now move on the same turn.
And at the speed of Haiku.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So your maximum is now 30
Right.
unless you're dashing. You are grabbing this guy, but you're going to have to move yourself in the turn order down to Haiku. Put you down there now. Nerly.
Yes. Yeah, I went out. Definitely going out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oop, 6. I still can't see anybody, right? Oh, I'll bring the bush with me. Oh, I see Albert. Man, Albert's like calm is freaking me out. I think Nerly understands that there's something weird about it, but she's like, well, maybe he found his courage. I don't know. And so I'm gonna go ahead and dash again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just be kind of like, let's go.
Let's get out of here. Can we leave already? Should we get out? They'll be fine.
Well, I'm gonna wait, but you can go.
We should wait for them out here. It's much safer. Okay.
You've changed.
Oro.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stab this boy in front of me. I'm gonna use a point of luck to re-roll it.
Okay.
Oh, I did that wrong. Oh god, I pressed the wrong thing as well.
That's a hit.
Okay. Okay. Is there any? What is the button is held right in
In a
like
statue's hands, yeah.
in statue's hands, and this door opens in.
Mm-hmm.
Wish it opened the other way. And there's nothing in this little bit that's movable, right?
Correct.
Can I look in the door?
Yeah.
What do I see when I look in?
Boys.
Boys.
So many
Actually,
boys.
I
There and
forgot,
everywhere.
I've forgotten to put another one in this turn as well.
Pretty sure
And
that
really,
was the
they'd be-
bathroom.
Yeah, this is the
Bathroom
toilet.
boys.
Yeah.
It's the boys' bathroom.
So many boys in this bathroom. Okay. Well, I'm gonna move in, stab the other one, click it, and wait for it to appear.
Any second now.
And it did. I'll click it again. Okay.
Cool. There we go.
All right.
It's a good stabbo.
And then I want to move out and rotate myself a little bit and tell Nugget to stand in front of the door.
Okay.
And Nora's gonna shout, "Nugget's blocking the door from the rest of these boys. Can you please get over this patch of dead ground quickly?" Just to block the button, basically.
Body block.
That's it. Turn done.
Okay. This guy's not in turn order. Oh no, that's because you held your turn so that you can move a haiku. That's confusing. We're gonna change your thing to 1. There you go. Solved the problem.
Right.
I mean, technically it's 0 now, isn't it? You're on the same turn order. So you're gonna move together.
Yep.
Yes.
To me,
Brandon's
to
going
you.
to be like, haiku, go first, go fast.
What's your movement speed?
55.
Okay. Yeah.
Speedy boy over here.
Speedy boy.
This way, when you dash, I can still hit, I think.
Yeah. So I'm gonna dash.
Okay, so now you guys are able to move at full speed because you're Tomita Ewing.
Mm-hmm.
Which means you get to move if you're going to dash,
Yep.
it means you get to move at full, was it 60?
60, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
Okay.
that you don't have anything that slows you down.
Can you do 55? Because I can't do 60. I can only do
Yeah,
55 without dashing.
I'll raise you 50.
And I also can't dash, I don't think, because I attack.
What, 25 to about there?
Mhm.
The edge of the pit.
Pit's not there.
Oh yeah, but on the map, though. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
there. What, like another- to about there.
45.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait.
Yeah.
All right. And are you giving a cheeky punch as you leave? I'm talking
Punching.
to Randall there.
Well, I can't, because I grappled this guy in technically
so
this
you
turn.
get attacked then.
Yep.
You are crit.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So I'm going to roll.
Should have just lied.
This is why you lie.
Oh no.
Shit.
DM tells you to get out of here quickly because they're never going to stop spawning. DM also crits you.
Is it a stun? I bet it's a stun.
91. Impaled. 1d10 bleeding damage per round. Stunned for 1 round.
1d10.
Yeah. Stunned for 1 round and triple damage instead of double.
Thank you for the 100 bits and the sound clip of just Jack saying, it just hits.
It's not how I wanted my voice to be used.
Okay, so stunned can't do anything. Incapacitated can't move, can only speak falteringly. Automatically fails strength and dexterity rolls. You can no longer carry or help carrying. I'm in danger. Oh, that was played by Docs as well. Okay, so we're gonna have to rewrite this turn a little bit. You get down back to where you were. You were here. You were here. You were over here. Haiku steps back to about here, dragging this guy. You step back 5 more feet to here. Randall gets to here, leaving the zone of influence. Gets crit, takes 15 points of damage, and is now bleeding.
That 1d10 is going to kill me next turn. Unless it happens right now, and then it's going to kill me right now. Because I had 21 hit points.
Can't help but feel partially responsible.
Unconscious, not dead. Important distinction.
True.
Okay,
True.
I'm going to be unconscious while 1,000 boys swarm my body.
What a way to go.
I'll be trampled.
So you're also stunned. Which in this is going to look like a screaming guy.
That's accurate.
Yeah. And what's the? How long do you take bleeding for?
It doesn't specify.
So you take 1d10 per turn.
Per round.
Per round.
Bleeding usually happens after
Forever.
the initial. Well, I
Oh
mean,
yeah, no,
like
I'll say it'll be next turn, but it says
Yeah.
per round. It doesn't say when it ends.
Let's not worry about how many turns, because
Yes.
there's a very solid chance.
bleeding is not an official 5e thing, but in video games, if you are bleeding, it's usually cured by being healed.
Yes, that's how I was going to play it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But first, let's say hi to Evan, who
Hi,
returned to us after a small hiatus from the internet. And after breaking a rib, decided to go, what was it, paddleboarding today?
It's like a game. How many ribs can you break at once?
Fun.
Like a xylophone.
Evan is like, it's this precious person that you love and you cherish and you want to look after themselves, and then they break a rib and then they go paddleboarding.
Can I ask you to take a little bit more care with yourself in the future? Just a tiny bit. I would like you in one piece, not several, internally or externally.
Okay, I'm dealing all the damage to the players that Evan is doing to himself. So Randall's going to be bleeding. I'm going to say that you stop bleeding when you are healed or when you make a successful Constitution saving throw against the DC that I set.
Or when you die.
Or when I
Or
go unconscious.
if you go unconscious.
Consciousness and bleeding tightly related.
So we're going to end your turns there, unless there's anything in particular that Haiku wants to do in reaction to seeing Randall get shredded.
Has my dash successfully gone off, or because I haven't moved more than 30 feet, has it not gone off?
We'll say that it hasn't. We'll say that your dash only occurs once you hit the 30 feet and you start going further.
Okay, I appreciate you being kind there.
That's all right. Kind DM.
Yeah, just
So
fucking stab.
one of the robots just shanks you with its broken arm that he previously dashed on the back of Haiku, and just uses the inside metal piping to just pierce your side. You start rupture, hemorrhaging.
Does ungrappling take an action to do?
No, it's free action. You can ungrapple whenever you like.
Okay. I have a variety of questions here, I'll be honest with
I'm listening.
So let me just look at my character sheet. I do have a potion of superior healing on me. Would I be able to, for want of a better phrase, force it down Randall?
I mean, I'm stunned. I can't resist.
So you have a healing potion and you want to give it.
I mean, I've just seen
forcibly.
Randall get pretty fucked up.
Sure. I love the idea that in a combat situation, you see your mate go like gung gung or whatever. They're currently like, oh, that hurts a lot. Oh, that hurts so much. And you just like get a mysterious potion that you have in your pocket, and you're like, open wide, glug glug.
You massage their throat like they're a dog, and you're like, swallow, swallow.
IV drips aren't a thing in this universe. You gotta get it in somehow.
It's also not an appropriate time for an IV drip, even if they were. To be fair, you can just shove it in my open wound. That's basically the same thing at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
just drench you in it.
There's there's a willing, consenting adult. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
sure I
consent
can't make
to
a
the
saving throws
health
anyway.
potion?
Let him have the
Big
potion.
Strength or dex ones. All right, so you can, but doing that will require an action.
Yeah, I get that. How far did I move? I'm gonna get.
Also, you've let go of the robot and you can't move past him.
Surely I can squeeze around.
I'm gonna let you, but only because it would be really mean if I didn't.
Fucking Chuckle Brothers back there can't get out of the back of the fucking tomb.
I love the idea that there's perfectly positioned an enemy.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Oh no!
To me, to you, to me, constantly.
I really hope this robot doesn't get out alive because it's going to be so funny of all of the effort that Haiku has gone to.
How far am I there? Like 10 feet.
Yeah.
It's like I can move on to Randall. Is that a thing?
No.
On me.
You can stand next to him and put
Okay.
it down him.
So if I put there, but essentially I've gone nowhere. Give.
I meant because that's where he started his turn.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Give.
Well, you get an opportunity attack because you went past that guy.
Yeah.
And let's see if
I'm
you
trying to
get
help
crit.
you here, Doc.
I know, but
I rolled
it'll
the
be
wrong
really
thing
funny
there.
if you get crit as well.
You do get hit though for another 5 points of damage.
Another 5 points.
Yeah, as the guy who's been grappled by you and has been trying to attack you this entire time, finally lands a hit against you, and just rage and slam. One of his fists come off. Oh, he's primed for a good old rupture, good old shanking.
I will say, since Randall's started to try and help me, I've slowed down significantly happening beforehand. So I use an action to give Randall the potion of superior healing.
Sure.
Superiorly healed.
I don't actually know what that does, to be honest with you. You just gave it to me at the beginning.
Oh, it's in here somewhere. Potion of superior healing.
I'm pretty sure it puts me straight to full health, unstuns me, and cures bleeding. That's what I've got written down.
Makes you fly as well.
Superior's 60s. Is superior bigger than greater? I forget.
Oh, is it in the DMG? Oh my god.
8d4 plus 8 is superior.
Oh. I love when players make themselves hurt completely apart from anything the DM has actually done. Let's go. Haiku already used one of them to put them into this situation. You should, yeah, good question. Who should roll it?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just asking if Jack wants to roll
You can.
Yeah, but then if you roll really poorly, then it's your fault, you know?
That's, yeah, okay. I didn't think of it that way. I mean, just the 8 is enough to stave off.
Oh, that's a good old potion you got there.
And also, importantly, I am no longer bleeding.
That is important.
Mhm.
No longer bleeding, just stunned.
Yep, that would have killed me. That's exactly what would have happened.
Shit.
Well, thanks to Haiku, you're A-okay.
We still have a bonus action.
You do still have a bonus action.
Just torch the corridor again.
Just see how much he's getting out of this.
This is very quickly turned into like a Space Hulk type game.
There you go. Oh, I probably shouldn't have beat one of those because of the corner, but you're fine. Well, it's fine. We're okay.
Fire moves.
Sympathy death. It's fine.
Sympathy death. I mean, they've all got 1 health. Why not? Okay, robots time. It's time for some robots. More robots are coming in.
Robots. There are always more
Robots.
How many fucking robots?
Very sorry for this.
If only one of them was smart enough to press this big old boulder button over here and just end Randall's career.
Into the whole party but Oro and Nugget. Like
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oro is scarred for life. There's just pancakes of her friends like around the floor.
She can never eat another wan cake.
All right, 2 of these attacks are against Haiku, 1 of these is against Randall. All 3 of them hit.
Who's attacking me? And do they have
Guy behind you.
Oh, behind me.
The one that you've been trying to lug around. You take 5 points of damage. Haiku takes 10 points of damage. These guys try and get out of their little toilet room. And they attack Nugget. And they miss.
How?
I've been rolling very poorly.
Yeah.
I just happened to roll quite well on that 1 turn here. Okay, do I? 1 second.
CBK all because Haiku wanted a toy robot.
True.
They've got a curious mind. All right, you can't shun curiosity.
Oh no, I totally agree.
Oh, what do I do? Oh, I've got evil plans. Do I do that? Oh, Doc says do it. Okay.
No, I don't mean it.
Do all I've done.
Hey, look, I've had enough near-death experiences. It's time for some other people to join me.
Alba says, I've got an idea. Hold there. And he runs off over to Oro and Nugget and he says, hi, we gotta get out. We gotta get out of here. We gotta leave.
Yeah, I know.
Literally.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
I don't like this. I don't like what's happening right now. I'm very concerned with what Albert is doing. Okay.
What do you mean?
5, 10. I'm flying just in case. 15, 20, 25, 30. How far away are they? Can I even? Well, I could have moved over here instead, and then maybe I could see them better. Is that a line? Can I see Randall? I can't see Randall, can I?
Nope.
God dang it. I'm gonna dash 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Coming over here like, come on, we gotta go. And that's it for this turn.
Okay. No.
Oh wait, I'll use my bonus
cheeky
action
little-
to regain some more spell slots. But I'll do
Okay.
that on my own time.
Are you okay. Let's get moving then with Oro Nugget.
So Oro's noticed that Albert's disposition has changed a lot.
Sure.
Can I do like an insight check like an action or something, or is it just
Skill checks in combat are an action, yeah. Sometimes I give them to you for free because I'm a kind DM, but they are an action.
When I look at this button, right?
Yep.
I just saw what you do. If I wanted to like whack off the hands like with an axe or something like that, and like chop the statue down, like push it or something like that.
Sure.
Do I think that the button? Would I know that if the button mechanism would like then be ruined?
As someone who has disarmed a lot of the traps in this dungeon, you are fairly confident that you could disarm or destroy this trap without setting anything off.
Okay. I want to try disarm it then.
Do you want to go for a disarming check?
Yeah.
Where you've got your thieves' tools, or do you want to just whack it?
I'll try.
So what I'll reveal to you here is my inner thinking is if you roll to attack it and you break it, there's a chance that you'll set it off, and it will be irreparable. If you try to disarm it, there's a chance that it sets off, but it's much slimmer, and it's recoverable.
Yeah, my thought on it was I don't know whether Oro would be able to break the statue. And I forgot that disarming was a thing we've done this whole time. So Oro would try and disarm it.
You can definitely try and break things. Like even statues have HP and stuff. Like it's made of stone, but it's not, undamageable.
Well, I'm going to try and disarm it first.
Okay.
With my thieves' tools.
A thieves' tool kit check.
13.
You got any dice to add to that?
I have a point of luck. Can I use my luck?
Yeah.
Okay, using point of luck to reroll it.
Oh, I'm so glad you rolled high. I'm so glad you rolled high.
Me too. It's my last point of luck.
Okay, so you see Albert sidle up to you and Nugget, and with some kind of forced sense of urgency says, "We've got to go. Why aren't you leaving? Come on, let's go over here." You see that he's standing a little bit close to the button. You're thinking, this is a little... I'm just gonna... You just kind of angle over a little bit, and using your action, you use your thieves' tools to deftly strike at one of the wires that's connecting the button to whatever death pit there is below, and you successfully disarm the trap.
Sweet. Oro gets out her dagger and points it to him and says, "We're leaving now," and points it up to his neck for him to go to the door.
I agree. Let's go over here. What's going on with you?
All right, you go. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
And on Nugget's turn, Nugget's gonna bite the dude.
Sure, go for it. That's it. And a robo kill.
Okay.
Anything else?
Is Thieves' Tool an action for disarming? Did you say yeah? Sorry, yeah. Okay, then that's fine.
Okay, Randall, you're stunned.
Thank you.
Stunning.
Oh.
But also stunned.
Oh.
Also stunned. Haiku.
Bonus action to burn. We'll aim it there and get 5 of them.
Ooh.
Nice. Quad kill.
I feel like it would be a bit of a waste not get this thing out now.
Well, it's better to get out alive than to die.
I mean,
and attach yourself to this little robot.
You're not wrong.
Also, isn't it going to try and kill you all the way back to wherever you take it?
It is, but I can see neurally now, and I will be hoping I get some heals, perhaps.
You're asking a lot of a sorcerer.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try and grapple again. There, I've said it.
There, I've said it. I'm doing it again. Let's go.
Same thing.
Let's go.
Stunned? How long was I stunned for?
1 turn. That's it. You're free now.
Okay, cool. I'm just checking.
Roll your athletics check.
Oh, you've picked a boy
Roll
up
the-
before. You can pick a boy up again.
I rolled a 5. I rolled a 5. Whoop, under one arm.
Yeah.
You've got a Robo Boy.
I can probably move like one more, and that will be about it.
Okay. Well, it's time for the Robos. Robo Boys. Come
Get on
on,
the
robe your boys.
Row, your boys. Gently down the corridor.
Oh my god, there are so many. And I've got to make more of them. Jesus.
You have to make more of them.
Good job you got a good internet connection now, otherwise the bandwidth of all these boys would be too high.
The boy bandwidth would be too high for you.
Boy
The
bandwidth.
boy bandwidth.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's the name of the steampunk band is Roboy Bandwidth. And the album is whatever it was.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think Adam said earlier. That was good.
Tearing out
Clockwork
a
Heart.
heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have attacks against Randall.
Do we though?
Oh no.
That's a crit.
I
That's
swear
a,
to God,
that's
you
the
better
face of
not
a
crit again.
That's the face of a crit. I know it is.
No.
We'll never
That's
learn.
right.
Oh, it was a
You rolled
crit.
the other end of the
I
table.
rolled a 3.
Ooh, that's
Oh.
good. Okay, let's see. A 3. Ludicrous maneuver all allies with passive perception.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
high passive perception. God damn it. All
Yeah.
right, well, you just take 10 points of damage.
Yep.
Oh no, the other one hits as well. You take 15 points of damage.
Big ouchies.
Oh no. No, yes, you do. And then one of those attacks is against Haiku and it misses.
Typical.
Also, I can't see
So-
Haiku's health, by the way. It would be nice to see
No, neither
Haiku's
can I.
health for
How can you
the.
not?
No.
Nope.
I can see everyone else's.
It's 7.
Oh. See, I didn't know. That's danger.
That's
Yeah.
danger.
Big
Big
danger.
now?
danger.
Yeah, I can see it now, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me save that token for you so that we've got that.
Oh, this has gotten a lot worse now I've seen the health.
That's the face of a crit. Oh baby. And then I roll a 3.
Face of a crit.
You can see everyone. You see the health
Face
properly
of a
now?
crit.
Mhm.
Okay. Nugget's going to get attacked. That's another crit. Seriously?
Face.
2
Kid
crit
you
attacks in a
not?
row.
Crit face. And the body of a crit. And the face of a
65
crit.
against Nugget.
And he crits all the time.
Route.
He's got a crit face.
Attacker has melee advantage and the target has disadvantage for 1 round. Extra damage die.
Oh, okay. So that is. God. Still roll a 10. Get a 10.
10
10 points
damage
of damage. Yeah.
on Nugget.
Mhm.
Okay.
We've rebalanced Nugget's health a little bit, but it didn't really change very much.
No.
We're just calculating it a slightly different way, a bit more logically. Okay. Well, at the top of the turn order, Albert says, "Let's go, let's leave. We're good. Let's go."
Yeah, go on. You first.
Down here, ready to leave. Nearly.
Okay. I can see. Oh no, I can see Haiku's health now. I couldn't before. Holy shit, y'all! Can you not? Oh no! What? Why? Oh god. Okay.
Good move.
And still hard pressed on getting this robot boy. With such little
How
help.
many sorcery points do I have?
The sunk cost fallacy.
We're so close to where we started.
To where we started. With
I'm
so
gonna
many
regret
points.
it because I always regret it when I upcast a healing spell, but I'm gonna do it. Ooh, but you know what? What is my? Hold on one second. Spend 1 sorcery point. Okay, I'm just gonna do I'm gonna do a 3rd level cure wounds, and I'm going to twin it so I can reach out and touch both of them and twin it.
Sure. Hi, Sir Hammerkiss. You know the risk of upcasting.
One of them was literally a 1. I should have just done the 2nd level that I was gonna do, but it's fine. So that's 19. Oh, but the reason why I did a 3rd level one is because I can spend 1 sorcery point with my empowered healing to reroll any number of the die. So I'm going to spend my last sorcery point to reroll the 1 to a 7.
Nice.
So add another 6 to that. Wait,
25.
no, add another. Yeah. 7, 12, and 13. Yeah, 25, like you said. So 25 healing to both of you.
Delicious.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And what
Now
did I
there's
move?
3
Like
of us in the
5, 10.
voided corridor.
Nope, I'm leaving. So that was 5, 10. I'm gonna move back 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm flying once I get over this thing. The minute that I start stepping over that, I'm just like whoop up into the air. Nope.
Smart. Okay, so you've swept in there, thrown out some heals, and propelled yourself down the corridor once again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's speed things up a little bit because we're running out of time in our session today. Oro, Nugget.
And you were like, I don't know if I've got enough plan.
Yeah, I have so much up my sleeve that I thought we would get to today. It's fine.
Don't touch me. Sorry.
Is there anything I can block this door with?
Nugget.
Other than something I would like to take with me.
Nugget can get out. Nugget can fly.
You said Nugget can't really fly in here.
Well, Nugget can't really fly carrying someone. Nugget can fly down the corridor on their own.
But if they can't fly carrying someone, can they fly over boys?
No, the ceilings aren't high enough.
So that's important.
Well, they could, but they would be attack of opportunity by every single person as they went past. To a corridor of boys.
How flimsy does this statue look? How much health would it have if I had to estimate its health?
Fair amount of health.
Oh, damn it. Why don't I just carry a chair around with me to block things? Bullshit.
I only had some kind of bench on you.
Damn it. Okay, I just gotta fucking get in here, I guess. Can Nugget go before me in turn?
If you like.
It's just so Nugget can bite this dude.
Yep.
12?
It's a hit.
Oh.
No.
Alright. If I look in this room now, is there anything I could block the door with?
You could pull the toilet off the wall.
Could Nugget pull a toilet off the
wall? It seems like something that would take a lot of work and probably is not an ideal solution for your problem here.
Okay.
You could put a little sign on the door that says out of order and hope that they respect it.
What room was this? What did it have in it?
There was the toilet.
But no toilet paper?
Correct. The toilet paper is in a different room.
So why would you put your toilet paper in the toilet?
Exactly what you don't do.
Listen, I had rooms to fill. Okay.
Can I light a torch I have and throw it in this room and shut the door behind me?
I would like to point out this toilet has not been used.
No, I'm not throwing it in the toilet. It's just more of a like deterrent for robot boys to be like, oh god, fire, no.
I mean, you can if you like, yeah. You can throw a torch in there.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Okay, you throw a torch in there. Fire with this group always goes well. All right. Nugget. Is you leaving Nugget away from the door?
We killed the spores in the flower, didn't we? I'm just saying. Nobody died.
Nobody
There were
died.
spores in the flower.
Spore flower was destroyed.
You're right.
Okay.
Well done.
Torch goes in there.
Hey, silence. Thank you for the bit. I'm in danger. Okay, I'm gonna shout. I've disarmed the button for the floor, and I have enough walking movement, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go over here. Oops. Oh, didn't know I could do that. Still threatening our boy to follow me, basically. So he would be in front of me, but I don't want to be on the edge. This is fine. Done.
Okay. Randall.
So I really feel like
You're moving at the exact same time as Haiku,
Yeah.
by the way. You're on the same turn. So if you want to interchange who goes first, you're welcome to do that.
Okay. I feel like Randall knows that Haiku isn't going to leave this Robo Boy behind, and the only way to get him out of here, or to get them out of here, is to help, which is why Randall is here helping. So it's going to be like come round from being stunned, like okay, that's a lot of boys in front of me. Let's leave. Can we leave this time? Let's go. And then like go for the ankle grab.
Oh, we're going again. I gave you that inspiration last time. We'll reuse it. Go for your grapple.
Athletics.
Yep, I rolled poor. We're okay. You're good. Grapple up.
Okay, let's go, Haiku.
All right.
Full speed.
Yeah, I'll dash so we can go the full
You need to-
55.
Oh, you're still grappling, aren't you? No, you let go, so you have to re-grapple.
What?
I think
Haiku's not
Haiku already
Haiku already
grappled.
did that.
I
Yeah.
grappled last
Haiku,
time.
you let go
22
so that you could.
athletics.
You
I let go,
so-
healed,
got a
and then
22.
re-grappled last time.
Oh, okay.
You got a
Right.
22.
Sure. In which case, you hightail it out of there.
All right.
And there are 2 attacks of opportunity against you as you leave.
Let's cheese it.
Choose it.
I missed both. Okay.
5.
Thank God for that.
Okay. So we end up about there.
Hey, we were at the other end of the corridor.
We've spent like 2.5 hours or 2 hours in this corridor.
Look, it'll be worth it for when we get outside and then have to immediately kill Robot Boy. Because it's attacking us.
Just take the knife away from him.
He pierced
One of them
Randall with his arm.
with his stump.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
Put a tennis ball on the end of it so it's just soft.
Also,
Just
there
cut
is
their arms
floor.
off.
Yes, the floor is still there. I can't get rid of the darkness in there because I accidentally put it on the map player and it won't let me select it.
Sorry. Darkness.
Can we move our Robo Boy?
Yeah.
Yep, sure. Robo Boy's coming
All
with
of
you.
our hard work.
You
he
forget the
better
robot
make
boy.
it out at this point. Like,
Right, exactly. The whole party needs to be invested in this now.
Oro has no idea what's happening. He's like, what the fuck's taking you so long?
I really hope the Graveyard Angel smashes it on turn 1. You mean turn 50 at this point.
If that gets
All
smashed,
right.
Haiku's off back in.
God.
I think at this point, Haiku will be grappled by everyone else trying to stop them from going back in. Okay, time for some Robo Boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1,
dear.
2, 3, 4, 5.
beep, 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 beep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, don't know. Anyway, as we were, lots of boys filling this corridor.
What song is that?
Another
I
boy
feel
there.
like that's like a pet band song. Sorry, continue.
And 2 of them make attacks against Nerily, one
I'm gonna
hits.
shield.
making your AC
17.
still hits.
Damn
You take
it.
5 points of damage.
Lucky.
And these guys come out now. Making an attack against Randall, which misses.
Yes.
Go there. One of them actually goes over to the button and starts pressing it.
Oh,
Nothing happens.
That would be nearly a
Easy.
Okay.
And the one
Then
that's
it would just
being
be-
grappled by you guys can't really attack because he hasn't got legs or arms. I guess technically it's restrained. Nerly's turn.
do I have anything that can get rid of these people?
Do you have lightning bolt?
No.
One time, like chain lightning is actually a good spell.
The one time, yeah, right? Yeah, I just don't really have anything that matters. Okay, so let's do a just at can you twin cantrips? Oh, I don't have any more sorcery points. Never mind.
So I think maybe, is this maybe the first time you've ever run out of sorcery points?
Yeah. Yeah.
We did
That's-
it!
That's
We
never
did
happened
it!
before. I'm almost out of spells. I'm almost out of
Oh my
sorcery
God.
points. Like I am down to the wire. Okay. I'm gonna do a let's do a oh man, are they we're gonna do a sacred flame and hope that they're not like immune to radiant damage. Oh, it's a dex save? Oh, I guess make a dex save. Wait, is that a I don't even know what Sacred Flame does, apparently. Is that a gout? Is it just one?
Single target.
On a single creature. Okay, so I'm gonna attack the person like immediately next to me, or the robo boy immediately next to me. So DC 16 dex save.
Fails.
Okay, so he takes 14 points of radiant damage. And then I'm gonna cheese it. 5.
Oh, cheese it means run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I get there, like flying through my friends and stuff? Since I'm flying, I could go over them.
Yeah, okay. You will take an attack of opportunity against the guy from that's next to Randall,
Yeah.
which misses. Oh no, wait, no, it doesn't.
I still have oh, does my shield last until the end of my turn? Hold on, let me look. Take when you're attacked by mass force until the start of your next turn. Just kidding. Yeah, 12
Okay.
AC.
Yeah. Yes, no, you've been hit
Okay.
for another 5 points of damage.
Okay. I'm still pretty okay.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Oro, Nugget. You're looking like you might get out of here.
Wait, did Hippo Boy, Gift Boy not get his turn? He didn't.
Oh
move.
yeah, no. I mean, he's stood with you. He's waiting patiently for everyone to leave.
Well, I want him to be close to the door.
He's next to you.
Good.
I'm not clear in the desire for retrieving a robot boy. Clearly they are not built well, not intelligent, and not fast.
You've got to look beyond that, Canuck. You've got to look deeper.
What kind of questions are you trying to answer? Way to frame the episode.
How he
Listen,
can build
we've
himself
got-
a robo boy to carry his stuff.
We have an artificer, someone who is very curious about the magical and mechanical workings of magical items and miscellanea, and a tomb filled to the brim with traps and all sorts of crazy shit. It makes absolute sense that Haiku would want to tinker around with some of this stuff in their own time.
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's get you guys out of here. So, or a Nugget, they going out the door?
Can I shoot an arrow through here like this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Duck. You shout to
Yeah, I'm
Haiku.
gonna duck. Get my short bow out.
You your hand crossbow.
Yeah, but I don't want to lose another bolt.
Ah, okay.
My resources management's going to be annoying. I just use my normal short bow.
That's deado.
Get rid of that one. I know Albert had more movement room with that. Can I push him out of this door where I'm going?
That would take an action to shove. You can aggressively gesture.
Aggressively gesture.
Is that where you like flip him off and then direct him with the bird to like leave?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, Nugget's going to be
Nugget could
climbing on the
shove.
wall, so he's out of the way.
Okay. I mean, Nugget could grapple and drag Albert.
Or a second Robo Boy.
Second robot. No, that feels too harsh. I shouldn't do that.
Okay. Randall and Haiku. Are you just shuffling out the doorway?
I think that's the plan.
Shuffling out
Yeah,
the doorway.
just
Okay.
cheese it.
So we'll assume everyone's running now. You're all going to try and get outside here. And once you're outside, you're going to do what for the party?
Be
Close the
careful.
door.
Close the door. That's the answer I was listening for. Okay, in which case we can say that you've closed the door and move away from that map back to a more familiar map.
Yay.
Woo!
Wow.
The doors slowly but surely close themselves with the force of all of you tugging on the stonework. You manage to close them, and behind them you hear the bang, 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 bang of very grumpy clones. Albert still seems surprisingly calm, and about you, when the DMs had enough. You guys were close enough to the exit that I felt like it was okay to speed through.
Yeah, all of our
Yeah,
turns would have been
absolutely.
leave. Yeah.
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 And around you is the debris of tens of tombstones that have been blown into pieces. There's just debris, rubble of these tombstones that have been mortared at you from some distance. You can see that there are giant fist holes, dents in the ground in the stonework underneath, and even the front of the doors is somewhat damaged. On the small ramp that leads up just outside of this burial mound, you see that there is a cluster of headstones that was not there before, buried in the earth.
Buried in the earth like they landed there from being thrown.
They look purposefully placed.
Oh.
Can we see the graveyard angel? Because I assume it's pretty big and it had like a very specific path.
It's pretty big. You cannot see the graveyard angel.
Where's it gone? I'm scared.
It makes a patrol, I think, because we saw it like wandering about.
Yeah, but I can't see it now.
Which means it's far enough away that we'll hear it coming.
Or it's hiding.
Maybe.
Very quiet.
So just to make sure I understand, there is like a new patch of graves that have been freshly planted, like seeds.
Mm-hmm.
What do the gravestones look like? Do they just look like normal gravestones, or do they look?
Would you like to inspect them?
Yeah.
Did anyone know anything about graveyard angels?
You did.
Did I? Shit. Did I know? Do I know anything about how they? Do I know if they can hide in the ground? Can they like?
You do that sound one more time, please? That's the sound of a grave being placed.
Earth slurp.
You can investigate them. You can roll either a perception or a investigation check if you'd like. Or if you'd like to try and estimate whether or not they can hide in the ground, you can roll I think you did a history check last time, but you can roll an arcana check as well if you like.
Can I do another history check, or does it have to be arcana?
You can do a history check at disadvantage because it's kind of irrelevant.
All right. I'll just do arcana then. No idea.
No idea. Despite all of your time in tomes, nothing has cropped up.
What
I
was
guess
mine?
if you get sprung up on one.
So you can do either investigation or perception, depending on how you want to investigate the tombstones.
Perception's just looking it from far away, right?
Yep. It's a lot less...
26.
We found a meat jar in a field. It was just a mason jar full of meat in the forest. What the fuck?
It's the most geocache ever.
Thank you. Bye.
I love that sound.
That's
That's what it
that's
is.
my favorite sound alert. That's my favorite.
That's Adam being immortalized in stream.
Is that the first time that Adam's heard that being that sound alert being played? not the geocache. We've we've added. Well, I say
Okay.
that's not the first time. But we've got it now so that everybody who's playing can also hear those sound alerts as they go off, and it's priceless. Okay, so you can see quite clearly, you can recall that the arrangement of these tombstones does look eerily similar to that of the shape of the graveyard angel that you saw previously. However, you also see something that only someone with a quite keen eye might have noticed, is that there is something etched into one of the stones. Whereas the rest of the tombstones kind of just have some like generic text on them that don't seem to mean anything, because it's all in some kind of language that you can't read. Though if I think if Neroli had a look at it, she could maybe recognize it. It looks as if someone has taken a very, very fine and also extremely strong quill and written on the tombstones. And there is just one, like a note, but it is in a language that you cannot understand.
Out for lunch. Be back soon.
Needed to piss. BRB. Guys, that looks like the graveyard angel, but stealth mode.
Do we know how to get around it?
It's got something written on it. I don't know what it says.
I think it kind of understood me earlier. Maybe I could go take a look.
I'm in danger.
Thank you, Will. I mean, take a look from like as far away as possible as you can. I don't know its reach.
How many more seconds do I have? I get my wings for a minute. How much longer do I have on those in the time that we've like run out of the thing and had this like look around?
Sorry, I was distracted. Repeat that for me.
We made it through 5 rounds of my wings inside.
Sure. Yeah.
So I have 5 more rounds. I have 30 more seconds. How many seconds has this taken up? Like us getting outside and her pointing this out.
Let's say 2 turns.
Okay. I'm just going to kind of like, assuming that maybe like standing on the ground might trigger it, I'm going to kind of like just fly a little bit closer to try, but like not, I'm just going to get as close as I need to be able to read it if I can recognize the script.
You can recognize the script, yes. It is in Celestial.
What does it say?
So there are many tombstones that have names written all over them. They are, none of them in particular kind of mean anything to you. But the script that is written in what looks like a quill that is a very clear kind of radiant energy pouring off it. It's almost like it's been dipped in some kind of radiant well before it's been scrawled on the top. And it says in Celestial, "Be more careful, Seraphina."
We should go now. It's okay, but let's not go anywhere near this, and we'll go around and leave. Let's go this way. And I'm gonna try to make like a wide berth and like head, just start like flying until the wings drop and then just land on the ground and keep walking kind of thing.
Sure. We're going to make some assumptions about Haiku and Randall's ability with rope, binding up Robo Boy.
Very high.
That you can do it, is the assumption that we're making.
Did they teach you that at the monastery?
We read a lot of books.
Book binding.
Yeah, oh, nice. Okay. I'm really wondering, can we have someone come up with a...
clarify that it's not sexual anyway.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Oh, Evan would be the one that would have to do that for book binding.
Oh my God. I was just about to ask for a book title for erotica about rigging that we could get together, but I think you've kind of nipped that in the bud. Okay. So you have successfully rigged up the Robo Boy, strapped up, not going anywhere. And Nurley has made it quite clear that you should move on swiftly.
Gonna do it. Not gonna argue.
Yep.
You'll move on hobbling.
Yep, hobble on.
From your wounds as you make haste throughout the graveyard. Whereabouts are you headed?
When Randall was telling us about the Graveyard Angel, Katie can't remember because it's been quite some time exactly. Their scope is that of the graveyard, right? They won't leave the graveyard. Okay. I'm making like a mad dash for the exit, basically, with as wide a berth as I think necessary for that huge creature.
Sure. Okay. So you're making just the other side that you want to get out ASAP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you hightail it out of there with Robo Boy screaming and squirming as he's trying to escape the knots. As you get further and further away, you recognize that there is a quiet to Albert that he didn't have before. His usual chatter nonsense has dwindled, and he says, "You know what? I think I've got some more research to do here. I think I might stay.
That thing will kill you."
I think I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot from you all. You've been very generous with your time. And here, he shuffles around in one of his pouches and he brings out a small bag. Here's your coin. Thank you very much for your help.
What happened?
You've completed your quest. You've helped me. I found all I needed to know about Ansia.
Can we do an insight check?
Obaskir. Yeah, do an insight check if you like. What are you trying to perceive about him? Hockeys.
Thank you very much for the biddies. I appreciate it. So 15. I just want to see if he looks different at all. Like if his I can tell his demeanor's different.
Sure.
But does he look any different? Like he's eyes are glazed over, or he's been hurt in some way or something like that. I don't know.
Sure. He definitely his entire demeanor has shifted. His posture's a little bit different. The kind of like innate built-in smile that he had on his face is now kind of slumped a little to be a bit more neutral. He doesn't look injured in any way, really. But you do notice that his pouch. Oh my goodness!
Anonymous gifter.
Oh my god, anonymous gifter.
Oh my goodness!
Don't blink. Stop it. Not that kind of graveyard angel.
No, please. Thank
so
you.
Much generosity in this.
That's very kind.
Yeah.
Good day goes all around. You can notice that his pouch is a little bit more full than it was before.
Oh. Wait, he's like satchel type of thing? What you got in the bag?
My belongings.
What did you take?
Nothing that concerns you. You've been paid for your business. I thank you very much. I've enjoyed your company. And
I want Nugget. I want to make Nugget jump on him. Nugget, go.
Intimidation check, please. With advantage.
Wait, is it an intimidation check if I tell it? Okay, right. 17.
Oh. He just jumped on top of him. Well, I mean, that's unless you're trying to grab. Are you trying to restrain him, or are you trying to spook him into speaking?
Oh, I'm trying to restrain him because I figured he might try.
In which case, it would be a grapple attack instead. I apologize.
Yeah, that's okay. What do I do for a Do it.
Athletics.
Oh wait, oh shit! I rolled it on Oros, not Nuggets. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, 11.
Oh yeah, he rolled poorly, but not that poorly. And kind of like, Nugget kind of jumps on him and he slips away. What are you doing? We're fine. We're friends.
Then let me look what's in the bag then.
It's my belongings.
That's bigger than it was. The bag's bigger than it was.
Observing my package, but please, there's a time and a place, and I'm not interested.
I don't understand.
Now, just leave me be.
I think he's took something from the tomb.
I'm going to keep up my research.
Are you sure of that, Aro?
I mean,
how sure are you?
I mean, I looked at him and he appears different now. I don't know what you want me to say.
Like it's not scared anymore. Like it was.
Yeah,
I was there when he first met Nugget, and he was deathly scared of Nugget.
He was shitting himself earlier, and then suddenly he was calm. He's found something.
I've paid you for your service.
Why aren't you going back to the monastery?
Well, I will.
Like, this is a huge find.
It will be when I've finished recording everything about the graveyard. There's plenty of work to be done. That's
what
not
else
as simple
here is
as
of interest?
Well, there's all sorts of troves I could find out about this particular tomb. A lot to be said in a graveyard about who's been placed right next to you.
You can't go back in there, you'll die.
I mean, well, maybe.
Can you tell me one of the stories that you told me again, the one that I liked the best when we were on our way here?
That's a great question.
It's been a long time since we exchanged stories. Listen, I'm very tired from today's activities, and I'd really rather just sit down.
I'm gonna try grapple him.
I think Nurile's asking for some company for some stories.
What? That's
Randall
lovely.
does not look at Nurile when he
I prefer to be alone with my notes right now.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's not going to happen now.
Said Haiku wanted to grapple?
Yeah, I mean, I've just seen Nugget try to, and clearly Oro's concerned.
Sure.
Haiku has some experience with the grappling.
Oh, yeah.
He's warmed up.
Getting a little sick of it, to be honest.
Huge hand muscles.
Oh my god, these.
Whoa.
You grab him. You grab him by the arm. Get off me! This is unnecessary.
I was more wanting to put him on the floor, to be honest.
There's a a bit more involved.
Okay,
I trip him up. I trip up his feet. Let us grapple the man.
If we get 2 grapples on the same person, it's restrained. Let's say that.
Can Nugget try and grapple?
Yep, go again, sure.
Okay.
Another 20.
Okay, down on the floor he goes.
My god.
And I'm gonna
off me!
drop the immovable rod on him.
Oh my god.
I love it.
So we can move away and interrogate him freely.
This is unethical.
What's in the fucking bag, asshole?
My belongings!
Show me
Now
then.
leave me alone with you.
Do you think that can ghosts take? Can they go take people over?
Would you just leave me alone?
Would I
Our business is concluded.
I take his bag.
He makes some attempts to try and stop you, but it's pretty easy to get out of him since he's pinned down. You have his bag.
I tip it onto the ground.
You tip it onto the ground, and then you
Randall's
find
a bit like,
Shut up, Randall.
The books.
the spines of many books fall out. Parchment
one lands with
everywhere.
the page twisted.
Yeah. Lots of folds in all of the different pages and stuff. An inkwell spills out as well and just ruins a bunch of parchment. A quill snaps as it lands on the floor and is crushed by all the spines of one of the books. And in it, you find some gold, about 100 gold pieces, but you also find that the wax-sealed journal that you thought was previously in your possession was in the bag, as was the ring and the necklace.
Asshole.
These are my belongings.
When he says that, I'm gonna slap him across the face. Like make an attack slap him. Like try to actually do like a point of damage.
All right.
So what is an unarmed attack? Is that automatically in our?
It's just, is it just D1 plus strength modifier?
Well, you still have to make the attack.
Or is it 1d4? Is I don't. Oh no, it's
you only
strength.
do 1
strength.
point. 1 point plus strength. Okay, well, can I even do damage then if I have a -1 strength?
What's the opposite of ASMR? Because that's what this is for book clubs. I think it's a base of 1. I think you do less than 1 damage, right?
Okay, base of 1. Yeah, so I'll just kind of do trying to wake somebody up from being like confused or whatever kind of thing. That's the intent.
Right.
I guess if he's restrained, do I have an advantage at least?
You do, yes, yeah.
Okay, so I just roll a d20, I guess. A 15.
That's 2d20.
Yeah, but I had advantage. I didn't have unarmed strike in my.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. I'd like some background on Tom's Scottish accent. I'm Scottish on one side of my family, but that's not an excuse for having a terrible Scottish accent.
I don't
just
think
like doing
terrible.
Scottish accents. It's occasionally passable.
It's good. What do you mean?
If you're Scottish, I apologize. You slap him.
Yeah.
Oh, this is uncalled for.
You're different now.
Or was it different before?
You're different from what we knew of.
How did you get the stuff that we had?
These are my things.
No, I had at least one of those things.
I had the ring on the shell.
I really love the idea of us now having to check our character sheets and being like, actually,
wait a minute, I had one of them.
clearly, I didn't have it. I mean, we just took it.
Actually, they're Ansia's things.
That's what I said.
I knew it. How do I get him
Just
out
leave
of there?
me, leave this boy. We'll all be happy.
No, that's not fair. You can't just do that to people.
You came into my place of rest, desecrated my tomb, and stole my things.
Point.
You can't just do that to people.
But you already had your life. You're not even doing anything with those things. And everything that you were afraid of was true, and we could tell people about it. And then they would know that you were right.
I want what I want.
You can't take somebody else's life.
His body.
That was uncomfortable to listen to.
Let's go. It's Hollywood Scottish. It's unfortunately the best I've got. My mum's Scottish, but I wasn't brought up around a lot of Scottish voices. I don't get to have an accurate Scottish accent, unfortunately.
I'm going to put my hands on Albert's shoulders and be like, Albert, if you're in there, please fight. And I'm going to do a lay on hands, not lay on hands. What's it called? Healing hands. Healing hands. So he'll regain 8 hit points. Not that he lost that many.
Sure.
But I'm hoping that it's helpful to him if he has a chance of fighting and coming through like the radiant energy or something.
Okey-dokey. I think you might be tapped out on celestial favors for the day.
Yeah, that's probably fine. Literally now going down my character sheet, all my resources are like 0, 0, 0,
Yeah.
0, 0, 0. Spell slot 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0.
Yep, nope, still in there.
Okay. Randall, do you know how to get him out of there? Have you ever read a story about this?
I'll think.
What a like helpful skill this is to have. I know stories. Stories can be about anything.
They can be.
So I can give you a history check if you want to.
Yeah.
Scratch
To be
your
fair,
head.
they also might not be accurate.
And they can
I don't know why I
be
said that.
very, very general. Very vague.
Was that history?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you've read some stories about ghosts, but very few of them end with possession. And the ones that do end with possession don't end well.
It's probably also lots of like things that are clearly not solutions, like sprinkling salt on their foreheads and slapping them
Sure.
twice.
Yeah.
And like lots of like other like mythos or whatever the word is.
Yeah. Sprinkling salt on their forehead and slapping them twice is exactly what's in the story of it.
Yep. I'll try it.
Sprig of hagsbane. You know, a little bit of basil.
Boil for
Put
2
it. Put
hours.
it.
Delicious.
You know, you make a soup. Put it in their mouth. Stir it anti-clockwise.
Good soup.
In their mouth?
Good soup.
Hang on.
Yeah, in their mouth. Yeah.
This is complicated.
Under a blood moon.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, I
Wait.
I always get so confused by that one.
Just think it's
Are
me
we still in the
interrupting.
graveyard right now, by the way?
Yes.
I start to get antsy. We need to really get outside of the bounds.
Can't leave. Can't
I'm
leave.
gonna have to grapple another man today.
Maybe if we make him leave, Auntie won't be able to go any further.
Worth a shot.
Hopefully. Or we can find someone who can help us outside the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
I carefully put the stuff back in the bag. Other than the three things that was
as
in.
you go to do that, Randall kind of like gets in ahead of you.
Okay.
It's like carefully folds like the book back together and like make sure the pages are flat.
Okay, fair.
Resecures the inkwell.
So many ruined notes.
I assume I have some rope. Yeah, I have some rope too. I used the other rope to tie up another man.
Yeah. It's just gonna be hauling two boys around today.
Good haul
This
today.
is a big boy though.
This is a big boy.
The other one with the little boy. This is a big boy.
Okay, it's a lot of rigging to be done. A big boy and a little boy. No. So you get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly.
You leave.
Talk
Slowly
about
but
collecting
surely.
baggage.
Good job. We've not got a massive walk all the way back to the nearest civilization.
And to add to this pile, you hear the voice of, "What is going on? Are you guys okay?"
Please don't make us like grapple you as well. Please.
Please, we have so much more rope. You don't want to get involved.
As Grace Vibes appears on the scene, her cleaning spray, her cloth that she's been cleaning graves with, and a very bemused face. And we end our game there. Loads of movable pods with malicious intent. Okay, that is our session for today. Thank you very much, everyone, for playing. It's nice to have got back to our Housebound Adventuring and our characters, and to have finally escaped that tomb. You all level up.
Yeah.
For completing the quest.
Hey.
Hooray! Fantastic. As part of that, Nerly learns a spell that has some specifics that she wants to go over with me that I'll be able to describe to you. We also have. Well, anyone else want to describe what it is that you're getting with your level up? We've had some time to know about what we're getting. Describe for our viewers. What's Nerdy getting?
Yeah.
Oh, Nerdy's busy.
Oh, were you asking me specifically? Sorry.
I said, what's Nerdy getting? But I said it at the same time that Jenny was going to say something.
Yeah, I literally am just getting the next level spell. I'm getting a 5th level spell. That's it. That's well, and like more hit points.
That's still great though. That's great.
Oh yeah, no, it's good, but that's like we've covered it now. I get a spell.
He gets a spell. Okay. Yeah. What does Haiku get?
My cannons do more damage and they can explode very large. As well as 2 level 3 spells.
Ooh, moving on up in the world. How about Randall?
I get 1 more proficiency bonus.
Oh.
And I also get better unarmored movement. So I can easily walk across vertical walls and climb with no penalty.
Let's get back in that tomb.
Get back in that tomb.
Round
exactly.
2.
Wow.
Oh shit! And across liquids. I missed the across liquids bit.
You can run across liquids.
Yep.
Oh my god, you're like those lizards that can run across the river. That's so cool.
Move along vertical surfaces and across liquids on your turn without falling during the move. So as long as you don't stop.
Wow.
Never stop.
Stop. Stop running.
Boy.
Just do circles on the water.
Randall, it's been 7 hours. Please, come back.
Gotta go. I can't stop.
Okay, and what does Oro get?
I've leveled up Rogue, so I'm now level 3 Rogue, which means my sneak attack goes up to 2d6, and I get my roguish archetype. And I picked the swashbuckler archetype. So I get some cool shit in there.
Hell
cool
yeah.
Shit, including the ability to use the same mobile feat thing. So every time you attack someone, you can then, even if you miss, you can walk away from them without an opportunity attack, which is very cool. And swashbuckler also gets an additional way to use their sneak attack. If they are in a one-on-one duel with someone, they can use their sneak attack regardless, which is very nice. Very, very nice. So not only is she getting all that kind of stuff, Oro is also getting that extra d6 on the sneak attack.
Yeah. I picked this one because I figured that Oro has watched Randall do the mobile thing so often that she was like, I want to do that too. That is cool. So that's why I picked that one.
Very cool. Very cool.
Do you think Oro would have asked Randall and Randall would have taught?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you do this.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's cool. Does Nugget level up? Nugget gets some extra health. Nugget is. We've kind of had to homebrew a little bit of Nugget stuff. Nugget is has hit dice of a D8 and giant bat stats, and they get because we were using the UA Ranger, and it doesn't say if they still get increased stats if you only level up, like because Jenny's not leveling up Ranger, but in the UA it says when you level up. It doesn't specify Ranger. So what we're doing is Nugget's essentially part of a party at this point, really. Yeah. So Nugget's getting a D8 as their hit die, and they're getting 1d8 plus con modifier, as if they were like level 1 characters all the way up till 9. All good. Did you see? Oh no! Did you both roll your hit die and roll 1s?
I was in my head, I was like, oh, I have to roll to regain health, and then I was like, no, we're leveling, not doing that. So I pressed the 1, and then I was like, that's not what I meant to do.
Oh dear. Is that yours, Jack?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
2 extra health. Love it.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, I took an average.
Yeah, this is why I always pick average too.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't.
I think we can allow re-rolls of ones.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take the average. That's what I meant to do. In my head, I was like thinking I had to roll because I was like conflating like the short rest where you roll hit die to regain health, if that makes sense. Yeah, so definitely gonna go average.
We can see the beauty queen in Tom's frame. So pretty. Are you talking about the sofa?
My pride and joy.
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to turn the camera because the sofa's not made up properly right now.
You can turn it. It's fine. It's fine. She's presentable. She's not perfect, but she's presentable. Wow.
There you go.
Oh,
A lovely sofa.
So free.
That remote on the side. Ooh. Lived in.
Accessorized.
Lived in. Okay. Well, that's it, guys. GG's.
GG's.
GG.
I'm glad we got out of that tomb eventually.
I'm very glad we're safe. We're fine. There's no giant angel graveyard boy who's gonna murder you. Thanks to a favor. You're all safe and sound. You leveled up.
Oh yeah, we got two people tied up.
We got to deal with the tied up boys. We got to deal with Grace V-Bays, and we got to figure out where you're going next.
Insert joke about knowing how to deal with tied up boys.
Sorry.
All right, guys. GG's, everybody.
See you next week, maybe.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
I think so.
Bye.
Bye.